Alright, hello and welcome everyone to New Moon 2022 Cycle 3. So today I'm your host playerzero and this marks our first standard tournament of 2022. So next week will also be the start of the first blood moon of this year, which you can still join, but before we get there, let me explain what is New Moon and how the tournament works. So New Moon is our weekly round robin tournament, and it happens throughout the week. But what that basically means is that you can play your matches at any point during the week, which makes it a lot easier for people to join in terms of availability and worrying about time zones. And I mean, this is standard format, so there isn't much explaining that needs to be done. It's basically standard BN6. And if you are interested in joining our upcoming Blood Moon, so sign up information is on the screen, but basically what you can do is go to the N1GP Discord and use !New Moon. And that will give you the sign up information and what you need to do. There is still time to sign up today, so sign-ups will end at 11 PM PST. So if you are interested, the information is all out there and you can join us. Alright, so going to be joining me on commentary today is Neryth. Hello, Neryth.
Hello everyone, it's great to be here, and I can't wait to cast some of these sets with you guys.
And yeah, it's great to have you. Thank you for joining us again, and with that, let's head into the setups for our first set for today, which is playerzero vs Sal. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting matchup.
Oh yeah, this looks slightly off for both players here compared to the norm. playerzero on the left here has fully embraced encode, so he can just randomly neo variable sword his opponent at any time, and meteor knuckle, of course. Is packing uninstall an R code, but doesn't have sanctuary, so it's a pretty interesting setup here. Obviously in encode you do get air raid, and so playerzero has opted to pick up the air raid 3 with the attack plus 30 and white capsule. So this would be pretty interesting to see if it actually gets pulled off. This is a Geddon folder with only 3 mega chips, so not packing the full assortment of mega chips here. It's relatively area heavy, 4 area grabs, but it doesn't look like there's any grab banish or grab revenge here. And in terms of the version and folder, it is going to be a Falzar versus Falzar matchup. And this is a full buster stats build right here. So looking at it, there's no bug stop. So there's going to be a bugged buster. There's going to be buster jam procs here. So playerzero already investing into RNG here, investing into his future, his luck. It's an 1800 HP setup.
Yeah, I mean, this Navicast I think is actually pretty interesting, because if you look at it, I'm losing 100 HP to add the speed max, which in theory a lot of people might say, oh, you don't need speed max, it's not really useful, but since, I mean, I mostly agree with that, but this is a bug build, which makes it very different. Do you want to explain briefly how Buster Bug works?
I always forget precisely how it works, but I think it's that based on the Buster Bug level, so how many pieces of Buster programs, Navicast programs you have bugged, I think it goes up to 3.
Yeah.
You have an increasing chance to have your buster jam when you just try to fire it blindly. So when you do normal shots, uncharged shots, just normal P shots, instead what will happen is there's a chance for it to jam and not fire anything at all. And there's also a chance for it to fire a fully charged shot. And when you use bug fix, I believe it completely removes the chance for it to jam, and but leaves the chance for it to fire charge shots. And so I forget the exact numbers on like how the charged shot chance and the actual jam chance scales up with the buster levels. I'm not sure if you remember that.
I think Buster Bug level 1 has 1 in 16 to fire Buster proc, and 2 is 2 in 16 and 3 is 3 in 16, I believe.
Okay, yeah, that sounds right to me. But basically, this is a Buster Jam can be really annoying for your opponent, especially if they're relying on anti-damage, because it can just instantly pop an anti-damage just from your P-shot. So it can become very annoying for your opponent to try to sit on defense that way. It denies your opponent that option. And also, depending on your luck, you can do an absurd amount of damage just by spamming your Buster right in front of someone. So playerzero, known for his good luck, or his guardian angel, for the goddess of luck watching over him, has decided to fully lean into it with this build. There's also Number Ball, so that's going to be very fun to see if it manages to get good damage. And on the right side, we have Salad Setup, which is this very weird departure from the usual B code. And it's also missing the splash utility and defense of Sanctuary. Instead, it's got uninstall in G code, Groundman SP, a Wood Dragon paired with that uninstall, and it's got the standard assortment of B code chips. So you got the boosted Risky Honey combo, double point Risky Honey. You've got Machine Gun 3s, Fire Hit, High Boomers, all of the good stuff in B, as well as the SP Navi chips, Protoman SP, Blastman SP. So just that high impact SP Navi damage coming in. And aside from that, base anomaly here, which is normally found in Salad's B code, replaced with Meteor Knuckle. So you've got that extra utility and an extra anti-Gregar Giga right there. And the build here in the Navicust is also interesting here. It has attack max and charge max, so normally in Falzar you don't see attack max, but instead here both players have opted to run it. Salad is running that folder pack 1 here to get that extra mega chip in. And the sacrifice here, looking at it, is beat. So there's no beat in this folder, but there is rush. So it's going to be making it a little bit harder for playerzero to get the first invis out. It's going to have to be sacrificed for that rush. Both players have that identical number of area grabs, so, and with a white capsule and a boosting chip right there, double point versus attack plus 30. So it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top in this matchup.
Alright, and with that, let's head into the match and see how it plays out.
Oh no. So we see this turn 1 number ball being prepped here.
Yeah, so I do have HP bug, which means my HP will slowly tick down, which if it ticks once, that will allow number ball to go in for that 99 damage. Oh, there was a bit of freeze there, I think. Okay.
And there's the almost perfect number ball to start the match off. Just shaving 400 HP almost. Both players trading area grabs here. playerzero fishing for that Buster Jam proc. Salad throwing up what looks like an anti-damage at the very end of this turn. Ooh, and an interesting choice here. Yeah, here comes the Get in Gundel Soul. Two Gundel Soul 3s. You know, they are in encode, so playerzero did pack them. They come up right here this turn.
Oh, nice. Salad uses the double point for the Gadden, so she gets the extra damage on bees. And there flies the bees, and nice grab punish will deny a bit of that Gandalf Soul, but the second one will, looks like, go through.
Ooh. Yeah, okay, that's that's a bit unfortunate there. I think Salad did not expect the second Gundel Soul 3 there, and therefore used that grab banish a little bit early. Otherwise, Salad could have denied a good chunk of that second Gundel Soul 3, because most of that Gundel Soul 3 already came through by the time the grab banish was able to be used. So now we're seeing an 800 HP difference, or I mean 900 HP difference here between player 0 and Salad. And you're seeing the power of getting Gundel Soul.
Yeah, I mean, getting Gundel Soul is very, very difficult for builds without shoes to deal with. And if it connects, if your opponent is unlucky enough for it to completely connect, then yeah, it does massive damage, as you said there. Well, now we head.
So, now we're starting with this holy panels in the front field right here.
And yeah, in typical player 0 luck, starting barrier 200 life aura and the bug fix in turn 1.
Yeah, that turn 1 bug fix is going to be quite useful here. The barrier 200 being replaced by the life aura here. Grandman SP from Salad, not able to do any damage because of that defensive start from player 0. And player 0 actually shuffling the uninstall away. An interesting choice.
Yeah, I think my thinking process was to try to dig for neo variable, since it seems very likely that Salad will go into Tengu to deal with that life aura. So I was trying to hopefully get the D-cross.
Alright, and
yeah,
in a standard player 0 play there, getting that high value meteor knuckle in the corner.
There was maximum hit knuckles for 800 damage just in 10-2, so...
Yeah, that was a 2-panel meteor knuckle, so it's max damage every time there.
And then we do see that Gandalf Soul. I mean, we've already seen what it did in game 1, so let's see if it sticks through the Erase Man. Salad using Erase Man. Salad. Let's see what the follow-up is. Ooh.
Yeah, that was a 1000 damage Muramasa. That was the ×2 versus Tengu, but unfortunately it was not enough to overcome player 0's protagonist power. The story was already written there, so...
Yeah, I mean, that play was really good. So they had basically the Erase Man set up, and she knew that I would stay in Tengu, but Meteor Knuckles and then the Gandalf Soul basically built up the gap by too much. Oh, and interesting. So Salad in Twitch chat is saying that she could have used her Erase Man as TFC to mine, which would have denied me the Gandalf Soul. But I mean, I think I don't know. I feel like taking the Erase Man would have been better because that allowed her to get the damage. That being said, Salad's HP was very low, so and she could have landed the Muramasa anyway. So you never know.
I think it all depends on whether or not you chose to use the Gundel Soul to randomly try to use the Gundel Soul afterwards, or if you try to beast charge it. That would still give Salad the window to connect with the Muramasa. So it would depend on also like would Salad hold the Muramasa for when you lock yourself in place trying to do damage.
Ah, that is true.
So
Yeah.
once the Erase Man once each Erase Man cancels each other out, basically, it depends on your decisions afterwards in terms of whether or not Salad holds on to the Muramasa for the confirm, and whether or not you greed for something afterwards as well. But yeah, a good demonstration of what happens when you try to play against player zero. You are not just playing against player zero, you are also facing the universe itself. You are facing fate, destiny, luck, fortune, some would say. So let that be a warning to anyone thinking of playing player zero and making it out alive. With that, I think we can head into the setups for our next match of the day.
And yeah, which will be Symes vs SoulXCross. Alright, so this is going to be another very interesting matchup with both sides playing pretty high HP.
Ooh, yeah. Well, 1800 HP for Falzar is considered a high HP setup, and then the 2200 HP setup in Gregar, a very standard build coming from Gregar, tends to be either 2200 HP or 1500 HP with air shoes. Those are the variations that we see. So this is a Symes versus SoulXCross, and it is actually Falzar versus Gregar, and Symes is playing T-Code, so pretty interesting here. I don't remember the last time we saw a T-Code. It might have been Zay way back last year. It's not uncommon to see the T-Code SP navis. They are a good choice thanks to the area and the damage that they can do and the elements they can cover. They're very handy against Gregar players, so Soul's gonna have to watch out for them. That D-Cross potential and the times 2 hits are gonna be a big threat. Even with that HP, you probably can't afford to take both of those SP navis head on. And Symes here with the Tornado, the boosted Tornado here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. And this is a Wood Dragon and Heat Dragon oriented setup here as well. So we're probably going to see the ×2 Wood Dragons from the Tomahawk charge going into another basically ×2 damage because of the Heat Dragon on grass. So a lot of damage potential in Symes' folder here. So we're not gonna have to worry about going to a damage judge most likely. And okay, interesting. In the Navicust here, we see basically the same thing. Wait, is this an identical build? No, wait. This has first barrier instead of undershirt or anything. So okay, so this is a very close build to what player zero was running. It's got speed max, charge max, attack max, and no bug stop. So this is a fully bugged buster in terms of the Navicust programs. And so Symes is gonna want to pull that early bug fix. So this is quite interesting. And Symes is also running Neo Variable Sword, so there seems to be a Neo Variable Sword craze going on recently.
Yeah, I mean, Neo Variable Sword does work really well with Meteor Knuckles in terms of follow-up, even just as Tengu threat, but that wouldn't be relevant in this matchup as Soul is running Gregar with a pretty interesting build, so he is going for that Darkness PA, which is very rare.
Oh yeah, so Soul, I think I talked to Soul about this just like last week or something. But yeah, it's good to see that Soul is actually going to try to execute this. It'll be very interesting to see how it pans out. So Soul is going to have access to the kind of standard Gregar playstyle here, thanks to that attack max and charge max. And other than that, this is like you said, the Darkness PA with a low boiler in there. And then we also have some V-code chips, not too many though, and actually not the standard assortment that you think you would see. But there is the Super Vulcan and the... actually, there is no attack plus 30 in here, I'm seeing. So the Super Vulcan, its maximum damage here is going to be 500. With the Beast Out bonus. So 2 white capsules though, probably one of them for the low boiler darkness combo.
Ooh, been a while since we've seen that.
So normally looking at this folder, I would say it doesn't have that much reliable damage in there, but if the whole point of the folder connects, it will probably take down Soul's opponent. So it's a bit of a gamble, but when you look at Gregar's crosses, that is going to offer Soul the reliable damage there, so that it's not all just gambling on that combination. And so yeah, it should be very interesting to see.
Alright, with that, let's head into the match. Ooh, and we see Symes already has both of his T-code navis, so if Soul decides to go into one of the a leg or a race, I was blanking on the names, that could be very painful.
Yeah, definitely getting both of the T-code SP navis early, it is going to offer a nasty surprise to Soul. So it's all going to depend on what cross Soul goes into here. Symes is going to just lock the T-code SP navi to counter it on the next turn probably, and gamble that Soul isn't going to switch out immediately.
Yeah, so it looks like Symes went with the safer play, was deciding to go with the Element Man into full cast basically straight away. I think if Soul would have gone into a cross, then we would have seen that, so that probably means Soul is in baseman trying to use that rush to get anger for a 2x proc.
Yeah, I do believe that's what's happening here. And the ×2 proc here, I'm not sure what Soul can combo it with, but Symes is going to have to watch out for that.
Though it does seem like that full cast probably interrupted Soul, I guess, unless he was expecting it and used the rush early. Symes does have the big combo with both Meteor Knuckles and Neovar. Ooh, nice, Raceman.
Oh!
2, 3 hits. Okay, so about average number of hits, but that Raceman is going to be painful. Let's see the Neovar follow up.
Ooh. So no double life sword there, unfortunately.
Yeah, always sad seeing Neovar miss. Even cross slash would have been massive damage, and the flashing wouldn't have really mattered in that position.
Yeah, that is very true. So pretty back and forth here, but Soul has taken more damage. It's just that Soul started with more HP, a little bit more HP, 400. So both players at a comparable HP level here though.
Ooh, going into SoulXCross, which is an interesting play, but looks like Soul will want to take advantage of that area. Ooh, nice, barely avoiding getting decrossed there.
Soul not able to capitalize on that initial area advantage with SoulXCross, and actually Symes threatening with that that ground beast in retaliation would have been really painful for Soul to take that hit. But Soul did pack that defense on that turn, the 2 invis.
Ooh, it does look like Symes has basically the full tornado combo, I guess outside of the plus 30. So he's probably waiting for that, trying to go for the maximum damage potential.
Yeah, Soul has expended all invis at this point. Ooh, Wind Rack deals with Symes' life aura right there.
Ooh, nice movement.
Oh.
Yeah, Judgment is confirmed. I don't think Symes has followed in time, yeah. Probably wanted to mash. Ooh, and that custom bug is starting to tick down as well. Okay, it looks like Symes will try to land that tornado without any confirmation, which can be very difficult, so let's see if that connects. Ooh, nice movement.
Oh.
Soul being careful, camping away. Ah, yeah. Yeah, so basically the dream idea for Symes there was to use Wood Dragon or something that creates an elemental panel with a white capsule, then to follow up with a tornado, because tornado gets 2x damage from elemental panels, which obviously in Tengu with a plus 10 can be massive damage. Ooh, Super Vulcan coming out as well.
Yeah, I did mention that 500 damage Super Vulcan potential in setups here. Symes gets a charge shot in, so manages to decross Soul.
This is looking very rough. Symes having to throw away that bug fix because his HP is so low. He doesn't have anything else in that hand, so he's going to be stuck on 2 chips per turn going forward. And there is the HP bug slowly ticking down as well on top of the Beast Buster. It's starting to look very scary for Symes.
Ooh, and so here's the T-code SP navies, and this could actually be good for Symes here. If Soul decides to go into erase for some reason, that would be oh no, Soul is going to play it safe, not opening himself up to any of these potential ×2s.
Yeah, I mean, I could have seen Erase as a play because, I mean, obviously Symes does have defense and Erase is always very tempting to go. It's really strong, can basically be confirmed from anywhere. But Soul definitely did the right thing by playing it safe.
Ooh.
Yeah, we still haven't seen the Giga Chip from SoulXCross, so that is probably a big threat that Symes will be waiting on with the Invis in hand. And there is the area grab, so Symes could actually do quite a bit of damage if he's able to land few charge shots. I believe maximum damage Tomahawk Swing does 160? Or is it 40? I don't remember.
I don't think it's 160. I think 140.
Ooh, nice. So now that... Ooh! Okay, so unfortunately, Darkness will miss. That would have been game and pretty stylish way to end it as well.
Soul is an erase, so... Oh... Yeah,
Oh, wow.
lack of undershirt there from Symes ended up making that a final hit.
Yeah, so that was actually one thing I want to bring up for the Symes Navicast compared to the one I used. So I think it's interesting with Symes using Rush and that first barrier, but getting the extra one custom and undershirt feels like too much value to me. So it's an interesting decision, like seeing the different variations of builds and things like that.
Well, I think Symes, maybe the logic is that the first barrier will help preserve Dustcross, and Symes wants that Dustcross to pull bug fix, and that unlike a certain somebody, not everyone can pull bug fix turn 1, So, yes, it's adjustments being made for sure.
I mean, that is fair. Symes is also using direct full cast, which I decided to go with no regs when I did that folder, so that does make sense.
So, some early defense here, gonna be mainly utility with this area grab and this, was that a barrier 200 or a life aura?
I think that was the life aura, which is actually very nice, though it can become somewhat risky with using it on grass panels, so we might see Symes avoiding these grass panels after it drops.
Ooh. Soul getting back into that area and having a perfect answer on hand. That Wind Rack just deals with the life aura immediately.
And then Soul retaliating with his own bug fix. Oh, no, interesting. So seeing Symes throwing away his Giga and Neo Vari for the late game, probably trying to dust dig for the bug fix after we saw the last game, where unfortunately Symes was stuck on 2 chips, which probably made a big difference. Ooh, nice movement. Symes being able to avoid these charge shots.
That single hit from the Wood Dragon is not going to take down the barrier 200, so both players throwing up a lot of defense that turn and kind of just relying on their charge shots to try to trade a little bit.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so we saw Symes already lost 1 chip of his Navicast, custom space, but there is that bug fix, so that will stop any more decrease and will revert it back.
I'm disappointed in Symes here, not going for the, in my opinion, what the obvious play is, which is to go into Dust Beast and then Beast charge your bug fix away in order to destroy some panels and then just lose. So that's what I would do in this situation.
Okay, interesting. Taking note. Ooh, there is that Beast out. I mean, you did joke about going into Beast Dust and chip charging, but that could actually be a very good defensive option against Race Beast.
Ooh,
nice.
Okay, so this Element Man Fire will interrupt the charge.
Oh no!
Ooh, yeah, the Super Vulcan does connect there, and it applies that HP bug as well.
Yeah, that was looking like a really good turn for Symes, so he was able to interrupt the first chip charge. He avoided basically all of these beast jumps, but then unfortunately just getting clipped by the end of that Super Vulcan. Oh, nice. So that BlueStar will very likely connect. Which, nice! There goes that combo.
Yeah, so Symes pulling off his combo here. Now we'll get to see if Soul gets to pull off his combo. I think last time we saw the low boiler unfortunately land directly on Symes' face and just explode. And then the darkness got blocked by Invis, I believe.
This could be a pretty nice turn for darkness though, with the grass panels, and I think the sword attack is actually sword instead of null element, right?
I'm not 100% sure. You know, Darkness is a PA that you don't really see get run that often, so...
So Saladin Twitcher is saying it is null, but the fire is actually fire, so... Ooh, Soul going for that, Symes going for that greedy chip charge, which does work out, but nice.
Okay, so Soul had to sacrifice 2 invis right there to stop that meteor knuckle from connecting. Ooh, and Symes not able to yeah, so the invis does last to the end of that turn, so the Neo variable isn't going to be a viable finisher here.
I mean, the obvious play was to try to get an input for Neo Vari to just try to get in the mental damage, but looks like Sam decided to play it safe.
I see.
Ooh. Okay, so Tengu B back will probably into a buster shot will probably be a quick game.
Yeah, Symes trying to get this back B here. It can be kind of finicky.
Ooh.
Doesn't manage to get it.
And this is actually the end of Symes' folder. These are all his chips. So if Soul is somehow able to do enough damage this turn, then he might be able to take it.
Oh no!
Okay, never mind.
Tengu Man SP closing that one out for Symes. And now we are 1-1 in this set.
Ooh, and finally, so Symes channeling his inner playerzero and getting the bug fix turn 1 for once.
Yeah, definitely a welcome sight for Symes. Not gonna have to shuffle away like Meteor Knuckle and Neo Variable Sword to the back just to hit that bug fix.
Ooh, so now Soul is able to see that Heat Dragon. Oh, unfortunately wasn't able to get in that movement quite in time. Let's see if that defense from Soul ends up surviving until next turn. Ooh, very nice movement there, avoiding the charge shot. That was actually really close.
Yeah, and Soul's Barrier 200 does get taken down there, but still holding on to this anti-damage, so... Ooh, Full Cust comes into play, gives Symes another turn to dig for the exact hand that he wants, while Soul is going to have to waste 1 turn of Beast.
Yeah,
Ooh,
so...
and Symes is switching right out of SoulXCross and gonna go for this tornado combo, the tornado on grass at least. Ooh, and instead the erase man to open it. This will confirm it. This will be a lot of damage.
And there it goes. Massive damage into the Tengu SP, which is actually an interesting order. I feel like Tengu SP would have been a lot more damage, but the retaliation from Soul with that Super Vulcan connecting as well. Ooh, Symes does have the Meteor Knuckles Neo Vari combo. Let's see if it lands this time. Though I have to say, Symes has been getting his Neo Variable Meteor Knuckles pretty early in these matches, so the luck is going somewhere.
That is true, and Symes... Ooh, this is gonna be a lot of damage.
Oh no, that was probably an accidental TFC. Let's see if Soul is able to get the punish. Ooh, okay, never mind.
Oh, that was so close for Soul right there. It's just because Soul was in the process of using that Wind Rack that he had access to the Life Aura right afterwards.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there wouldn't have been that time freeze option for Soul to protect against the Meteor Knuckle.
Yeah, I think that was actually close to being frame perfect on that Wind Rack. Which, speaking of frame perfect, that Tengu B back input is actually frame perfect, so you're going to have to do both buttons at the same frame, which explains why it's much more difficult in Beast Out.
Ooh, and Soul's full cast coming out there. Gonna interrupt Symes' beast charge because Soul is locked into that back panel right there, which is a perfect position for Symes to use a Tengu Breath on. And we'll see if this full cast is going to get Soul an answer here.
Ooh. Doesn't look like it so far. These panels aren't repairing quite yet, and that will give Symes a chance to chip charge at least one chip. Ah. Unfortunate miss on the race man. Ooh, okay, so that was...
Oh, and actually stepping back here, causing Symes to miss this Tomahawk SP. And that basically would have been a lethal hit right there, reducing Soul to 1 HP and also not applying blinking, so Symes could have finished it off with the Falzar Feathers, but Soul just narrowly avoiding death right there.
And it does look like Symes is going into a very defensive turn next turn, recognizing that we still haven't seen the Giga from SoulXCross, so he wants to play it safe, confirm the advantage he has. Ooh, nice. Dealing with the anti-damage. Symes holding on to the defense. Let's see. Ooh, okay, yeah, so there goes the defense. Nice, and you're going grass panels, which is the right play because now it will give the... Oh, okay.
So Symes down to these final 4 chips, but definitely has enough damage to close this out here. So Soul, if Soul has any defense left, could pose a problem to Symes.
Oh yeah, and actually, this Life Arrow would only block the first hit of the darkness. The second hit would still connect. Oh no, that rush! That might actually be game right there. Okay, there goes these Buster Procs.
Yeah, all it took there was one Buster Jam proc and 2 Buster shots, I think. But yeah, well played to Symes and SoulXCross. We did see Darkness come out, I think in the first match of that set, but unfortunately it did get blocked by Invis.
Yeah. And yeah,
and we did see Symes' Tornado combo coming out as well, so very interesting combos coming out from both players there.
Yeah, that is correct. And in YouTube chat, Sol is highlighting some of the potential issues that people might have with playing PAs or like a folder with basically a lot of things going on. He's saying that basically most of his hands were clogged, that he didn't really, he wasn't really able to take that many chips per turn, so that obviously builds up and adds up over time, which makes it very difficult to find these combos when you need them.
Yeah, that can definitely be an issue depending on what you're trying to play. But you know, I'm really surprised that Soul decided to play this hybrid VF code while trying to play Darkness, because Soul actually plays F code. Like F code is a staple. It's a common code for Soul. So I was surprised. I'm shocked. So I do think Soul maybe made it a bit harder on himself here to execute this by not just playing like the standard machine guns and magnums and the cursor chips, and then the standard assortment of F code chips alongside it, because that would have made it. I think that would have also been able to threaten Dustcross more, even though Symes has all of this, all these precautions and all these defenses set up to protect Dustcross. But you know, on the other hand, Super Vulcan V code does go with Super Vulcan, and Super Vulcan can offer a lot of damage there. But yeah, again, well played to both players, and with that, I think we can head into setups for the next match of the day.
And quickly, before we go into our next match, so we did receive a donation from BlueStar, which unfortunately, because of technical issue, didn't play on the stream itself. But thank you again for the donation. The issue should be fixed now. And it was $3 donation saying, first time catching a full stream this year. It's good to be back. And yeah, so thank you everyone for joining us today, and glad to have everyone back as well.
Yeah, definitely. And with that, I think the next match of the day is Master. Is that Master S? I always mix this up. Master S1X.
Yeah.
Or yeah, versus Josue. So yeah, let's head into setups.
All right. So I mean, we haven't seen either of these players already, and I think this is going to be. I mean, looking at Master S1X's build, we already see that number open, which I think that might be the first time I see it in a new moon.
Yeah, so this is the number open build right here. I don't know, there's not much to say. Number open. Most people choose not to run it because you sacrifice a lot in your Navi cust for it. I mean, look at that shape, right? At least you can get super armor in there. At least you can get that HP plus 500, which is pretty important. But yeah, S code coming up from Master S1X here. And it is going to be a fast gauge here. It's a Falzar versus Falzar build. S code versus G code. So, yeah, it's an interesting choice here as well, going for those 2 recovery 300s and then a Judgeman SP instead of a normal Judgeman. So, Judgeman SP can actually do a ton of damage if you get the maximum number of books, because the book damage actually is doubled compared to a normal Judgeman. So each book does 40 damage, which is the same as a Grab Revenge. So that's potentially 240 damage just from the books. And then you combine that with the 190 damage whip, right? So definitely a lot more damage potential of the Judgeman SP, but also you lose some of your ability to combo it with other codes, right? So that is a choice that Master S1X has made here in selecting their Navi chips. And with S code, obviously you have /man SP in code, so a lot of potential damage here coming from these two SP Navis. You don't see /man SP too often. It is a good chip for sure, it does a lot of damage. But it does have the standard weakness of that Proto-Man SP also has, which is /man wants to jump in front of your opponent and deal the hit. So if the panels are broken, that can be a lot of damage shaved right off. And we're seeing Train Arrow 3, Bubble Star 3, and Aqua Dragons here, along with this Ice Seed. So this is going to be a freeze-oriented folder here. And we have seen Train Arrow 3s do a lot of damage in the past. Yeah. They can definitely put out a lot of damage in the ideal circumstances. And there's no breaking to take advantage of the freeze in this folder. So the damage is going to come straight from the Aqua chips. And I think that's it for Master S1X's build.
And yeah, so looking at Jose's build, we do see that Meteor Knuckles Neovari making another showing. I think we've had that in literally every match so far. I used it in Symes, and now we're seeing it here.
Yeah, I think that has been the case here. But yeah, G-code, a very standard, very powerful build, a very powerful code, because it's got the uninstall and Groundman SP. So And the types of chips that you can see in G-code, you know, it's got the dragons, so heat and wood dragon. So you get that ×2 potential, the wood dragon directly into a heat dragon. You can get that fire on grass damage. It's got static, and this is a bugged Navica setup from Josue, so the static will have that increased area. You've got machine gun 2s. It's always good to have cursor damage to pierce traps and pierce and destroy traps, and to get rid of dust cross and ground cross. And then bubble star 3s to help for setting up for your other damage. You know, you can even bubble star 3 and then just to confirm your opponent's position, and then get a max damage ground and SP. You can use the bubble star 3 to lock your opponent down right before the static uninstall. And so there's a lot of things you can do with the chips in G-code. And I would argue that S-code and G-code both are pretty versatile and pretty threatening in their own rights.
Yeah.
So, and this is a reg static here. I'm not sure. I feel like the reg static tends to be more useful against Gregar because you can threaten their erase cross right off the bat, so they don't have the option anymore of going erase turn 1 and then beast out turn 2, right? So that's a common strategy to counter dust cross and dust digging builds, and so the static can deny that entirely. But this is a Falzar versus Falzar matchup, so there's going to be a little bit more limited utility from that. And I think that's it.
Yeah, just to briefly touch on the Navicus, so there is another variation of something that we've basically just saw in the previous match, but instead of having custom +2, Josue decided to go for the extra HP. So this is higher HP, lower custom, which could be slightly more punishing, but there is no custom bug to worry about, so they don't have to rush as much for that bug fix. It's mostly HP bug and that buster bug they'll be seeing this match.
Yeah, and again, we're seeing this the bugged attack max, speed max, and charge max.
Yeah.
So we're getting a level 3 buster bug here. So that's going to offer Josue some of that those buster jam procs potentially. So that will always be a threat in this matchup as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how Master S1X handles this.
Alright, and with that, let's head into the match and see the number open in its full glory.
And it's very interesting seeing these 10 chip slots open.
Yeah. And there is a very important thing to keep in mind is that Master S1X doesn't want to go into Dust Cross, because interestingly enough, going into Dust Cross will return them to custom 5 instead of custom 8. So obviously losing all that value. Ooh.
Oh, that's not an ideal start there. So the Ice Seed got blocked, and then the Aqua Dragon got used early there. Ooh, but the Train Arrow connecting, that's already a ton of damage. So a bit of a missed opportunity there. So the Aqua Dragon was used while Josue was in the anti-damage animation and technically off the field. So the Aqua Dragon just automatically targeted the panels directly in front of Master S1X. So unfortunately, it didn't even apply ice to Josue's panels.
Yeah.
But still, connecting with this Train Arrow 3 here was very, very good. A lot of damage coming out. In fact, this final arrow is gonna do a bit more. Yeah.
Ooh.
And uninstall.
Okay, but now looks like... Oh, no fast gauge. Interesting, okay. I wonder what the thinking process was behind that. Now we unfortunately see that, I mean, static is missing there, but that will probably mean bug fix is coming out soon, or maybe not, who knows.
Grab Revenge coming down for Josue, returning those 2 panels. And then this area grab also going to give Josue a little bit more room to work with. Unfortunately not capturing that final center panel, but Master S1X has their own area grab to restore this area to neutral.
When we see that base anomaly, though, unfortunately we did start with permanent holes, which basically means that it's going to be very difficult to land, and the life bar would have died anyway.
And this, I believe this won't connect, that hole. And also that making it even more difficult to do anything with the base anomaly is the fact that Master S1X does have warp step and can't center themselves, so...
Oh yeah, and actually one thing I don't think we've touched about. What do you think about these recovery 200s in Z-Code with that Grab Revenge?
Ooh, yeah, we haven't talked about that. It's an interesting choice. I do think usually people would just sacrifice the it being on code with your Grab Revenge and run recovery 300s instead. But it's... Ooh, and the Neo variable does not connect there. Ooh, getting rid of 190 damage, only to run into the next one. Meteor Knuckle gets blocked there.
That was actually really close. Master S1X was very close to releasing that chip charge. Ooh, looks like they will be trying to go for that combo as well. Let's see if the D-Cross comes out. Ooh, the double D-Cross.
Yeah, both players being returned to base Mega Man here.
Yeah, oh wow, that actually does.
A very nice Slash Man connect right here. Is bug fix even real?
Yeah, I just realized that we've been through 4 turns with that custom going down, and it looked normal because you don't usually expect people going into 10. But it looks like Master S1X is mirroring Symes' struggles with that bug fix, though at least they have a bit more time to try to find it.
Erase Man does not connect here.
Unfortunate miss, and that will delay the time Master S1X has to use that Aqua Dragon as well. Ooh, that Bubble 2X does connect. And the counter hit.
And there is the bug fix at the very end here.
I actually think this bug fix didn't matter because these are probably the last 3 chips in Master S1X's build.
True, but I think it would have been nice to be able to get rid of the warp step before this point.
Yeah, that is a very good point.
Life Aura coming down here.
Ooh, barely.
But I do think Josue has a Tengu Cross access still, so...
Or, I guess that works.
Yeah, that charged Bubble Star 3 does do 200 damage, so it takes care of that, it does perfectly take care of the Life Aura. And Master S1X just has this Judgment SP final chip.
Let's see if this Judgment SP connects. That would be quite a bit of damage if it does. Yeah, unfortunately Master S1X needs to deal with that defense, and yeah, there it goes. I think so the play there for Master S1X was to at least try to go into the custom and try to go through the turns. I think it would be pretty unlikely since Fast Gauge wasn't in use, but going into 10-15 could still potentially be a win condition for Master S1X.
Yeah, definitely, especially considering Master S1X does not have any recoveries, while Josue used 2 recovery 200s and started with much higher HP, so that was definitely an option there.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That was an interesting trade, but looks like Master S1X end up coming on top there. Ooh, it does seem like they don't have any way of decrossing Josue yet, so they are holding back on at least that second Aqua Dragon. Ooh, double bug fix coming out.
Yeah, both players pulling that early bug fix. Ooh, and we'll see, can Master S1X get rid of this life aura? No!
Yeah, so that is one of the main disadvantages of fusing Windrak with Beast Out, is that it can simply miss. Master S1X does have that Tengu Man in hand and could potentially go into Tengu Cross, but obviously having to waste another chip just to deal with that life aura is unfortunate.
Yeah, and yeah, okay, so Master S1X does realize the proper chip order here. Okay, getting this life aura taken out by the Tengu Cross right here, or the Tengu Man.
Nice, so I was just going to mention, and it looks like that was going through Jose's mind, is that stepping back would have allowed them to avoid the range for Tengu Man, but it looks like Master S1X was able to match it fast enough at least. Ooh,
and
yeah,
that was an Aqua Spiral there, so we'll see whether or not that comes to bite Master S1X. The Aqua Spiral Death Flag has been set up, so we will see.
Yeah, I mean, it probably all will depend on this next turn.
So I actually think there's a caveat to the Aqua Spiral Death Flag. Oh, wow. A lot of that damage connecting. Josue getting some of their... Oh, this could be pretty bad. Yeah, good choice here going into Tomahawk.
I mean, what was the caveat for the Aqua Spiral? You can't start with that build up.
Okay, so I believe the Aqua Spiral Death Flag is mainly applies for when you don't need to Aqua Spiral and you don't have a build that's actually has any synergy of Aqua Spiral, but you just decide randomly that hey, I want to Aqua Spiral. I think that's usually when a Death Flag is set up, because unfortunately not getting greedy for those Buster. Yeah. Those weren't even Buster Jam procs. That's just a attack 1 Buster. So getting really greedy there, and not actually getting the full hits from the base anomaly. We'll see whether or not that impacts the final stages of this match right here.
I mean, maybe that was the Death Flag in effect. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I do think that the Death Flag really is mainly in effect when you don't need to Aqua Spiral, but you just make the decision to do so anyways.
Okay.
And I'll give Master S1X a bit more credit here, because at least this is an Aqua build, right?
Yeah.
So maybe the Death Flag wasn't set up. Maybe there's still hope.
So this next turn is potentially looking scary. Okay, so Master S1X decided to go with a very safe play. So it looks like it backfired. So I was actually expecting Josue to go with the punish with Neo variable, but they went with the mix-up with the G-code, and that will end the game there.
Alright, so it looks like the death flag was set up by the Aqua Spiral anyways. Playing this spout, this Aqua focused build did not counteract the death flag at all. The fates have decreed that you used Aqua Spiral, you tried to use Aqua Spiral, and you didn't actually need to use it, so you lose. But yeah, well played to Master S1X and Josue. Very interesting builds and very interesting match right there.
Yeah, unfortunately, another player taken out by the Aqua Spiral curse, so hopefully next time it will turn out better. But yeah, so with that, before we head into our next match for today, going to be joining us on commentary is Symes. Hello, Symes.
Yeah, hello, playerzero. It's good to be back on commentary. That was a pretty interesting match we just saw with the number open setup.
Yeah, definitely. We got to see number open. That's one reason why. Oh man, it's tough to call, but like the number open versus just going for a dust cross and protecting your dust cross, you got to see. I'm not sure if that really gave Master S1X any significant advantage, because I think with dust cross you can burn through, like you can cycle through your folder and maybe hit that bug fix sooner than just having number open.
Yeah, for sure. I said in chat earlier, but I think that actually the main reason to use number open wouldn't be for like a combo folder like that, but if you were going for like those hard heavy hitting soup PAs like Power Wave 3 or Corn Fiesta, that's where number open might have more of an advantage. Because those chips, dust couldn't really cycle through as well.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. You wouldn't be able to like toss if you had 2 chips from a PA but you want to toss them to the back, you wouldn't be able to do that, generally speaking. But yeah, well played to Master S1X and Josue. And with that, I think we can go into setups for the next set of the day, which is HonorNite versus Salad.
Yes, I think we already saw Salad in the first match, but this is our first time seeing HonorNite setup today.
Yeah, and this will be Gregar versus Falzar. And what we're seeing from HonorNite here is pretty interesting L code here. L code also one of the more popular codes, one of the more staple codes here because of its access to uninstall and then Magnum and BlueStar 2, Elect Dragon. So a lot of good chips in L code. The downside is that there are no SP and there's no Navi chips basically associated with L code. So instead, HonorNite is reaching into the T code SP Navis, Tomahawk Man SP, Tengu Man SP, with this anti-Gregar element focus here. And because this is Gregar, we are seeing Kernel Force here come up. It's not going to have any boosts, so no attack plus dirty. So it's just going to be purely off of the area, any area grabs that HonorNite can get off before the Kernel Force.
Well, and Beast Out, of course.
Oh yeah, of course, the plus 30 from Beast Out. And in terms of the Navi cust here, this is a cust 2. It's got Rush and Beat, so it's got the PvP Navi cust programs there. It's got attack max, charge max, and then 1450 HP. So I feel like I've used this. I've used the same cust once or twice in the past.
Yeah, for sure. It seems like a modified version of what's known as the Nugget cust, but instead of flow choose, he's going for that rush, which makes sense with the double fast gauge. You definitely want to have rush since invis would last over an entire fast gauge turn, having that rush is pretty important.
Yeah, definitely. And we have seen Salad's build already today, but yeah, it's modified B code. And you know, I can't help but look at it. It's a BG code, you know. I kind of hate running duo code folders like this, where you've got like these offensive chips in both these codes. Because personally, it never works out for me, and it always feels like I just get like these cursed turns that the combination of chips you get just don't work together. But maybe that's more of a folder building issue. But still, when I see folders like this, I get kind of squeamish. And it's running that Meteor Knuckle, so HonorNite will have to worry about staying out of SoulXCross until that Meteor Knuckle comes down. Same with that Groundman SP. And I think that's it, really. So, unless you have anything else to add?
Yeah, I just want to, yeah, the dual code is always interesting to see. But Salad, as we can see, does have those 2 cust plus 1s in that folder pack, which will give her the full cust 8. I mean, I guess not the full cust 8, it's not as much as number open, but with the cust 8, I think the dual code is definitely not as clunky as it would be in most other builds. So I guess we'll see how Salad is able to manage the dual code here.
Alright, let's jump into the set.
Just give me 1 second.
Okay, so we've busted those viruses and the stream's back. And so we're seeing this from HonorNite's side, and we see he's going with that first Magnum, maybe, predicting the turn 1 dust from Salad.
Ooh, but there was no turn 1 dust from Salad. Salad also staying in base form, maybe going for this anger play instead.
Yeah, and HonorNite has no chips after this Magnum, so depending on what Salad has, this could be a lot of damage.
Oh wow, and neither player actually used anything there, just that getting that anger. So now Salad does have a potentially really strong opening here. HonorNite does have access to this barrier 200 to try and block it. But there's also still Beat to take care of, I think. Salad did not get rid of Beat yet.
Yeah, and that Beat would block those BSP navvies here, or the ground fan, and so the anger will actually just expire. Both players being extremely patient so far. And yeah, just trading these charge shots and not crossing. And now it's frozen.
Okay, so yeah, both players here just not using chips. This is a no chip challenge apparently.
Yeah, no chips, no cross, just a charge shot duel.
So that makes me wonder what chip Salad was sitting on, maybe choosing not to use this whole time.
Maybe it is one of those big SP navies, and Salad was trying to use it in a TFC to get around beat.
Yeah, definitely that is a possibility here, a pretty big possibility I would say. And that actually also means that when HonorNite finally uses this barrier 200, Salad will be able to sneak in some damage potentially right under the barrier 200. And they're still going at it.
They're not just, okay, finally. I was gonna say, they're not, imagine if they just went to turn 15 like this.
Okay, and both players dropping a bit of defense here. Ooh, but
Yeah,
HonorNite not able to use the Judge Man before end of turn to pop the anti-damage. So HonorNite might have to choose to just throw this Judge Man away, or carry only the Judge Man into the next turn.
We did see a beat come down from HonorNite, so it may have actually taken one of Salad's SP Navi chips there.
Yeah, I would say there's a high possibility that one of the SP Navi chips was kidnapped by Beat there. But that's very interesting seeing both players play it so slowly in those opening turns, not using their crosses, not using any chips for the most part. We see this Tengu cross quickly deal with barrier 200 from HonorNite, but the Erase Man does not connect. Ooh, but Groundman SP connects for full damage here.
Yeah, and so right now, since the players have already burned through so many turns, and fast gauge is now in effect. I mean, both players have a lot of damage in their folders and low HP, but we could potentially see a damage judge here.
I want to say odds of damage judge coming through are actually pretty low, mainly because just of the sheer amount of damage both players have in their hand. So I want to say that one turn of solid SP Navi chips or a solid combination landing would do either player in, and neither of them have recoveries. So, ooh, High Boomer coming out here. Ooh, very nice here. HonorNite mitigating that Blast Man SP, taking it down to 125 with that Sanctuary play.
Oh, wow. Oh, this isn't gonna hit because the, yeah, so the way it works with a Banish is it pierces flashing, but it doesn't actually remove it if they're already flashing until they get to the back row or back column.
Yeah, and unfortunately Salad already used Erase Man, so it's gonna be, I want to say that HonorNite is probably gonna be able to keep this flashing and just ignore the bees. And uninstall connecting there. But Life Aura Yeah, it came out just a little bit too late to lock that uninstall Elec Dragon.
And so we see HonorNite now going for Heat Cross, probably expecting the Tomahawk Cross to come out. And wow, it looks like HonorNite did get the read. Salad is going into Tomahawk Cross here. And I'm not actually sure if that was if Salad was going for the lightning there, or if she wanted the grass. Because HonorNite now is left with those 2 holy panels in his back column.
So the Meteor Knuckle doesn't manage to do any damage, but it does finish off some of these holy panels here.
Salad has already used her Tengu Cross, so we'll have to see if she has her Wind Rack this turn to deal with HonorNite's life, or otherwise this could be a big issue.
I think Salad has one more High Boomer, so that could be charged as well for the ×2. But yeah, there's the Wind Rack. It will connect and take off that Life Aura.
And the Muramasa gets blocked by that anti-damage, and there is Q-Force in HonorNite's hand.
Yeah, but unfortunately there's not much to combo the Q-Force with here. So it'd be an area grab into the Q-Force, or simply trying to Q-Force through the anti-damage. And I don't think that would be lethal damage here. Not to mention these broken panels, and then I think not having full area. So there's a lot of factors working against HonorNite's Q-Force.
Oh, unfortunate Magnum. But it does manage to dance around these machine gun hits.
Oh, and that the fire hit connects, but I think HonorNite might be able to protect the anti-damage. Oh, and here come the T-code SP Navis, so this could be a lethal turn as well.
Yeah, missing that Magnum was big because it lets Salad keep the anti-damage. And ooh, that area grab TFC was big because now HonorNite loses his anti-damage instead of Salad.
Ooh, Tangy Man SP connects fully, but there's nothing left here.
Yeah, that was a very unfortunate whiff on the Lagnum there.
Yeah, Magnum, very difficult to difficult to get the timing right depending on your connection of your opponent. So even though it can be really high impact and it has so much utility, there is that downside. So that Anger Machine Gun 3 right there does strip HonorNite of his Barrier 200, but it did not actually do any hits to destroy that anti-damage.
Yeah, and we see a very early Q force here. And it looks like HonorNite might just be going for it.
A bit risky with these broken panels, or rather these cracked panels in the front. So HonorNite really wants Salad to be in the center row of panels here.
Ooh, and there's the uninstalled Wood Dragon coming out.
And looks like HonorNite did manage to incentivize Salad into stepping down, so the full kernel force did connect there.
Yeah, and we might be seeing Salad go into a Tomahawk Cross this turn to avoid that Gregar head. Because I think if she doesn't go into Tomahawk, she would still be immobilized and take the tank that Gregar had. Oh, wow. Oh, tried to mash out the invis, but was just a little bit too slow on that.
Ooh, and it looks like that's ×2 anti-damage being set up there off of that Anger. Life Aura coming up for HonorNite. So that anti-damage actually had the potential to destroy the Life Aura there, but HonorNite does safely step away from it. So HonorNite has gotten a pretty good chunk of damage in with that Kernel Force and then the Charge Beast Chip Charge, while managing to stay very healthy with his Life Aura and his defensive play. So Salad hasn't managed to make any damage really stick to HonorNite here. Rush coming out, but being safely absorbed by the Life Aura. Uh, 4 hits with that Meteor Knuckle there.
Yeah, I think that's about average for the corner.
Yeah, that, I think that is... Oh no!
Oh wow, Salad just barely makes it into the next turn. But with only 5 HP left, with HonorNite still having almost 800, it will be tough to bring this one back.
Ooh, and yeah, it's hard to miss that Magnum.
And so we go into round 3, and now we see the a permahole field. And so I think this field will cause some issues for both players here, as permaholes usually do.
Yeah, permaholes can be a pretty big issue depending on the type of build you're running. For Gregar players, can severely reduce kernel force damage, so it just gives your opponent this relatively safe spot to hug at the bottom. Ooh, this time freeze exchange here leading to a Proto-Man SP slipping in.
Okay, and so HonorNite does get the row lock with this Magnum.
And the uninstalled Elect Dragon does connect as well.
And yeah, so I think that shows the versatility and power of Magnum when it actually, when you are able to get it to land where you want. Just taking out that center row and locking Salad into the top row for the Erase Cross charge and the Erase Man.
Yeah, Magnum is actually, it's kind of in an awkward space because if you could reliably hit it precisely the way you want it every single time you use it, I think it would almost be too strong. Oh!
Ooh. Yeah, I definitely agree that if, like, you could just, like, control it exactly, like, it's, like, the way it's just such a versatile chip.
HonorNite thinking about going to Elite Cross here.
Yeah,
So
seeing the Muramasa come out from Salad definitely suddenly brought this one back. Both players dishing out lots of damage so far in this third round.
So there's actually a way to connect this Bubble Star and leave enough time to do a charge shot to actually get the ×2 damage here, but it's going to be heavily dependent on both players' positioning, and at the same time, we'll see how this defense on Salad's side ends up coming out. Ooh, High Boomer comes out. Both High Boomers come out there, bringing HonorNite to 1 HP here, and that fire hit as well, connecting.
Yeah,
now,
do you know if he used one of his fast gauges yet?
I'm not sure. I think he has.
But has he already baited Salad's rush?
Oh yeah, that's
HonorNite just says in chat, no, Salad still has rush, so it could be pretty rough to make it through this turn if rush was already out of the way, then and fast gauge was in effect, then yeah, using Invis would be a great way to get through this turn if Salad didn't have any erase man or anything to deal with it, but
I'm actually not sure if Salad has used Erase or Judge Man yet, so I think those are still options as well. So even the Invis wouldn't be guaranteed here, I think. So I think it can be easy to decide to just throw in the towel here, but you never know. Maybe Salad has a really bad hand, doesn't have any defense, or you know, there's always that possibility. So HonorNite going to try and finish Salad off here from 430.
yeah, if this Tengu Man SP connects, it actually would leave Salad
Oh no. Well, there goes that option.
yeah, if only HonorNite had used his Invis second, then he could have TFC'd it, but hindsight is always 2020.
Yeah, definitely. And with that, Salad takes that set 2-1, I believe.
Yeah,
But yeah.
that was 2-1, and that was a very intense match.
But yeah, well played to HonorNite and Salad. Very interesting opening to that first game in their set, with neither player really using chips for several turns. But yeah, with that, I think we can head into setups for our next set of the day, which is playerzero versus fireboltbro. So we've seen Player Zero's setup already today. It's got the Air Raid 3. It's a encode, so you've got Number Ball, Neo Variable, and Meteor Knuckle encode. And then the Navicust is this this Buster Jam proc level 3 build with Cust 3 as well. So yeah, we've already seen it in action today, and this will be a Falzar versus Falzar mirror matchup. And it looks like fireboltbro is also running S-Code, so a bit of a different type of S-Code though, not leaning entirely into Aqua chips. Instead, you've got Risky Honey 1, you've got Bamboo Sword, Flash Bomb 3, Fire Hit 2, so deciding to run a wider variety of elements and chips here, and those wood chips can also be charged through Tomahawk, so definitely still high damage.
Yeah, for sure. I'm kind of surprised we don't see a double point in there to complete the because then fireboltbro could go for the B banish combo.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, with no double point in there, the Risky Honey will not be doing that much damage. Slashman SP, obviously in code, and I'm not sure if there's that much to mention here, other than the fact that there's only 2 area grabs in fireboltbro's folder, so it's going to be very light on the area control. Going to be relying a lot more on their other chips to put in that value.
They actually have 3 ice seeds, so although Player Zero does have 2 get-ons of his own, so that would the get-ons would do a good job of denying the ice setup for fireboltbro. So I think a lot of it will come down to how both players manage their resources here, and if fireboltbro is able to play around those get-ons from Player Zero and get the ice set up for the Train Arrow Aqua Dragon combos. And I think with that we can get into the match.
Yeah, let's jump right in. And we see a turn 1 bug fix.
Yeah, I don't think that really comes as a major surprise to anyone here.
Yeah, definitely not.
And so fireboltbro is going immediately into Spout Cross here. And if he gets hit by this Judgment, that could be pretty bad. Okay, it misses, but this fireboltbro has now already used one of their 2 area grabs.
Oh, wow. Alright, quite a combo from fireboltbro. Immediately doing 575 damage here to Player Zero.
Yeah, but actually, I think that Train Arrow wasn't chip charged with the Spout.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was expecting a lot more damage to come out. Player Zero, even mashing out, actually managed to move forward and get frozen again by this charge shot. So Player Zero going to cross out of the frozen status with Dust Cross. Yeah, very unfortunate that fireboltbro didn't manage to get the charged Train Arrow off. That would have been a lot more damage.
Oh wow, we could be seeing the Aqua Spiral Death Flag here. But instead just using a trap. I think they only have anti-damages in their folder.
Oh wow!
You're dead.
What am I watching here? Alright. Alright, very interesting turn. A lot of fireboltbro's damage connecting there. Player Zero, I think ending to turn frozen again.
Oh, but here we see the white-pilled Air Raid plus 30. So actually, if this connects, this could be a lot of damage. And does it have the, I'm not sure what the second chip is. Is that the Gundel Soul?
I think it is. Oh no!
Oh wow, but
right. Oh no, but the Gundel Soul!
And yeah, with that one combo, oh wow, and player 0 ended up at a 90 HP, so this actually could be a big number ball here.
Yeah, this number ball could decide the game right here. I don't think it wouldn't finish fireboltbro, but it would do enough damage for fireboltbro to actually get taken down this turn. Oh, wow. And it misses! Ooh, so defense coming up for both players here.
Oh no, it looked like fireboltbro had the dodge on the... Oh wow!
Oh! And player 0 gets finished off by that corner meteor knuckle. fireboltbro takes the first game in the set.
Yeah, even after using the aqua spiral.
Yeah, I mean, there was some instant karma for the aqua spiral. fireboltbro lost like 1,000 HP almost instantly. But it wasn't enough, apparently.
And so now we see them starting on the tricky all-crack panel field, and so it looks like to deal with this field, player 0 is opting to go straight into Tengu Cross, and fireboltbro is going for Dust.
Ooh, and player 0 safely getting rid of this rush. Ooh, and this is a Tengu lock.
Yeah, and it seems like fireboltbro probably doesn't have any way of dealing with it this turn. I mean, it's a first turn life ore and 3 area grabs, so yeah, that's a pretty good Tengu draw. And actually, with this column lock, that would also confirm the Gundel Soul.
Yeah, and this is a kind of a rough situation here, but player 0 did manage to get those 3 Tengu charge shots off, and now we're gonna see. Oh, okay. Very nice. Managing to get all of his area back with that Judge Man.
Yeah,
actually a +1.
Like oh, did he blow off the life orb before using the wind rack?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, because that's actually one of the host-client interactions. That's actually probably the biggest one. Whether or not...
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, whether or not the point-blank wind rack on life orb will push them back or not. But removing it with Tengu Cross will guarantee that the wind rack will push them back either way.
Oh.
And there it is, the Meteor Knuckle into Gundel Soul into a... Oh, wow.
Oh.
And so fireboltbro just somehow manages to narrowly survive thanks to the chip heal from using aqua chips with Spout Cross and interrupts the last hit of the Tengu Beast charge, but yeah, at only 1 HP gets finished off with the uninstall machine gun.
And there's the turn 1 bug fix again. You know, the interesting part about these turn 1 bug fixes is that player 0 could actually get them with no cust, because if you look at it, that's the second chip.
And there's the 89 damage number ball, sorry.
Yeah, massive number ball play right there.
And it looks like he's going for the ×2. Oh, Firebolt Bro had the panel there to step forward and avoid it, but...
Firebolt Bro both had the panel to avoid it, and also had Invis as his next chip, so could have just completely avoided it without having to move, but unfortunately didn't use that Invis in time. Ooh. Yeah, and even this is a... playerzero just steps under the flash bomb.
But Firebolt Bro did have their own Invis, but the get-on into... Oh, not even going for the get-on, just going for the Gundel Souls here. We'll see if Firebolt Bro has any way of dealing with this turn. Nope.
Alright, well played to playerzero and Firebolt Bro. Is that yet another cautionary tale to not Aqua Spiral?
Yeah, and I liked that at the end, the Beast Out just used the second Gundel Soul, so it just faded out with it still mid-Gundel Soul.
Oh yeah, that's pretty common when you're using Gundel Soul.
But yeah, definitely well played to both players. And that was a pretty good first round for Firebolt Bro, getting those train arrows off, but unfortunately in the second and third rounds, those were pretty devastating with the Tengu cross locks.
Yeah, definitely, and playerzero managing to pull that ×2 neo-variable double life sword really quickly just swung the match to the point that Firebolt Bro was just struggling to survive at the end. Definitely a ton of damage coming out through that neo-variable. But yeah, well played to both players. And with that, I think we can head into setups for our next match of the day, which is Josue versus BlueStar.
Yeah, so we've already seen Josue in our earlier match, but I think this is our first time seeing BlueStar. And so they've got the nice Chonk Gregar set up with a pretty, looks like a very defensive setup with the barrier 100s and O code, along with the Recov 300s, barrier 200, Life Aura, Roll 3, and even a Reflector 3. So this is just a lot of defense coming out.
Yeah, it's very interesting. But usually with these types of folders, and you can see it here, BlueStar sacrificed one invis and one anti-damage in order to squeeze in like the two barrier 100s. And in exchange for like these reflector 3s that are being run, you see it's a 3 area grab folder, and there is really not that much in terms of offensive options here. So it's going to be chip charges, or rather beast charges, using the Gregar Beast. And that can kind of be an issue if he's facing an opponent who's running double fast gauge. But luckily for him here, Josue has no gauges. So BlueStar will be able to set the pace of this match using those slow gauges.
Yeah, for sure. I think one last thing of note about BlueStar's setup is they do have this Delta Ray here instead of Q-Force.
Yeah, definitely Delta Ray over Q-Force, an interesting choice. Most players would opt for the Q-Force. Q-Force is kind of like the more boring vanilla Gregar option, just because of how powerful it is and how quickly it can swing a match back into your favor. Delta Ray Edge can technically do a ton of damage if you're up against a Tengu Cross, for example. It can be absolutely lethal. But generally speaking, people don't like to run Delta Ray Edge as much because of the positioning requirements, the area requirements. Broken panels can completely nullify it. And technically speaking, Kernel Force also has problems with broken panels, but it's a little bit different. With Kernel Force, it's your own broken panels will reduce your Kernel Force damage. With Delta Ray Edge, it can be any broken panels in that triangle formation will reduce your Delta Ray damage. The one upside to Delta Ray Edge, though, is that it can break through Life Aura, so it will destroy a Life Aura and keep going. Whereas Kernel Force, you've got to pack that Wind Rack in on the same turn to deal with it.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue with Delta Ray is that it will just if the opponent's in the top row, it will just completely fail. So that's always pretty sad to see.
Oh yeah, definitely. And because these are open setups, when your opponent sees that you have Delta Ray, they will try to hug the top when they think it's likely you're trying to use Delta Ray Edge. Luckily for Gregar, those charge shots are pretty threatening, so you can always just force them out of the top row with like Erase Cross or Elect Cross, or even Charge Cross or Heat Cross, and just try to force them into the center where they'll take full hits from the Delta Ray. So there's still options, there's still some counterplay available there.
Yeah, those line nukes, you're definitely not just gonna stand in the top row to avoid the Delta Ray and just like eat those charge shots. So Delta Ray actually does benefit a lot from Gregor's crosses in that way. And I think with that, unless you had something else to add, we can head into the match.
I think we're good to go. And so we see
this all cracked field is not good for a BlueStar with no shoes.
Yeah, definitely not good for BlueStar. Arguably for Josue, it is also going to force some decisions here. Either go into Beast or Tengu relatively early, or risk getting stuck in place. So we'll have to see what decisions both players make here. Josue opting to go into Dustcross though to get that dig going. You see that end of turn static there, and that is actually that's an interesting way to use the static there, because I think 1 or 2 hits have yet to land, so those would actually carry into the next turn. So if BlueStar was thinking about crossing into Erase Cross here to deal with the dust, I think it would just get instantly dealt with at the start of the turn. So, but Josue crossing into Ground Cross here, maybe to take advantage of these broken panels.
Yeah, going for ground here is definitely an interesting call.
Oh, but the Groundman SP does not connect here. Reflector 3 blocking 2 of those Machine Gun 3 hits, or Machine Gun 2 hits, I mean.
Okay, and so, yeah, this actually, until these panels get fixed, these ground beast charges are confirmed. Ooh, but the panels did get fixed just at the last second, so BlueStar was able to avoid them. I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen any of the crosses come out from BlueStar yet, because his folder's almost all defense, so pretty much all of his damage will be coming out from those Gregar crosses, so it's pretty interesting to see him just sticking with Baseman here.
BlueStar going straight into Gregar. Race Man not connecting here, but BlueStar will manage to step up.
Yeah, there's no Q. Since there's no Q force in his folder, all he gets from going into Beast Out is those Beast charges, so going into just the Null Beast is an interesting choice.
I mean, technically speaking, even the Null Beast, just a base Gregar Beast, the chip charge can do a lot of damage fairly quickly. It's just none of those chip charges were even used, so.
Okay, and there's the Delta Ray. Gonna get 2 hits from it. That's pretty good. Not quite the full amount, but still 520 damage.
Looks like Josue is going to try to go for a, is that a Heat Dragon? Is that a Heat Dragon uninstall, I think?
Okay, and the uninstall Heat Dragon does connect, so BlueStar will no longer have access to that super armor. And also, Beast Out is gone, so yeah, no way of reclaiming their super armor here.
We'll start going into Heat Cross here. Kind of an interesting choice.
Yeah, is this the first one of their crosses that they've used?
I believe it is. Judge Man connects here, gonna take down this anti-damage. Ooh,
and
Josue missing the input there. Whiffing the Neo variable, unfortunately.
Yeah, and they could have TFC'd the Meteor Knuckle on that Judge Man there, but ooh, going for the pull, but BlueStar steps back into the middle. But they are now locked in place to eat these Tengu Cross charges. We'll see if maybe a Slash Cross comes out from BlueStar this turn.
Roll 3 coming out, doing a little bit of damage and giving some healing back to BlueStar here. Oh wow, and Josue actually getting caught by that /cross charge shot. Getting the D-cross off of that. But gonna combo Tengu Man into Erase Band here and lock down BlueStar, unfortunately right outside of these holy panels.
And both players here just charging buster shots. Oh no, steps down and eats that /cross charge, and they're actually down to their last chip here. The question is, how many chips does BlueStar have left? Going into a luck cross here, with Josue going for the Tomahawk cross wood dragon turn. Going into a luck here would be very dangerous. Okay, going into a race.
Oh no.
And yeah, that wood dragon, even with the chip charge, will not clear out the holy aura.
Yeah, the half damage mitigation takes place first, so it just won't clear the life aura.
Yeah, this is
I think Josue was trying to time it so that it would do a double hit with BlueStar stepping down or up. Well, it would have to be down, but yeah, so unfortunately for Josue, it didn't end up doing a double hit to both take care of the Actually, I'm not sure if that's even possible without BlueStar like stepping.
I think that no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think that was possible. So straight up, that wood dragon had no possibility of clearing out the life aura.
Yeah, because it clears out the holy panel after like it hits first and then changes the panel type. And blocking the erase man here with one of those barrier 100s. But still using slow gauge, but not going for one of those Gregor crosses.
Yeah, definitely a bit of an odd choice, not pulling out the crosses early. Gregor actually has so many good offensive crosses that usually the type of gameplay you see is that Gregor players won't be stingy with their crosses. They'll go in, one good slow gauge turn will make crossing worth it, basically.
Yeah, like I could definitely understand not wanting to go for a race because of that static reg, but like I'm surprised to not see like going for heat or charge here.
Oh yeah, definitely charge cross, very popular cross to go off to right off the bat for that +1 cust each turn. So ramping custom gains. But who knows, maybe BlueStar's psyching themselves out a bit too much looking at Josue's folder, you know, seeing the bubble star 3s and thinking, oh well, I can't go into charge cross or heat cross early then. And
yeah,
seeing like Meteor Knuckle.
Go ahead.
Seeing like a Groundman SP and Meteor Knuckle and thinking, well, I can't go into Slash early. But yeah, what were you saying?
Well, I think if they had like more offensive chips in their folder, then staying in basement definitely could be good. If they had something like B code with machine guns and like the those SP navies, then you could just use those to get a lot of damage while still staying in basement. But this folder here is almost entirely defensive, so just staying in base man isn't really accomplishing anything.
One of the advantages of carrying these defensive chips as Gregar is that when you're in a beast, and especially in a beast cross combination, you can charge your chip, and then if your opponent tries to use a heavy hitting time freeze, you can then activate the chip you are charging for that defense to just completely block the damage. So it's you've basically got both your sword and shield out ready to take care of what's in front of you, regardless of what it is. But BlueStar is not really using the beasts or the crosses here, so these defensive chips aren't getting as much value as you would normally see.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the nice things about Gregar is that you have both your offense, you can turn your defense into offense and vice versa, but ooh, and it looks like, yeah, now that BlueStar is trapped into this one panel, we see Josue going for the ground beast here, probably gonna go for some drill drives, which will be a lot of damage.
Yeah, and one of the big problems of not having, any of your crosses out and just staying in base form is now you don't even have like the option of going into beast and then using like erase tails to check the ground cross. So all you can do is, yeah, I'm not sure this will be enough. I don't think there's anything that BlueStar can do here.
Going for the Element Man Ice, actually, to repair that middle hole panel would have been interesting.
Oh yeah, that would have at least let BlueStar dodge the incoming drill drives.
Oh wow, and gets both hits of that one.
A bit of defense coming out from both players here. Ooh, okay. A nice time freeze counter there from BlueStar to protect themselves from the Grandman SP, which otherwise would have brought them to 1 HP.
Yeah, we'll see how many Buster procs Josue can get here. Ooh, quite a few.
Yeah, 3 Buster Jam procs right there.
And I'm not sure why they, I guess they were worried about the Delta Ray that turn, because we saw them, they could have gone down for the other rows to try and finish off that, finish off the game, but playing it safe and camping the top row. What I like to do against the Delta Ray in those situations is I'll move to the back column and then go down to the other rows. And because even then, if you're in the back, you'll just take the one hit from Delta Ray, so it's not that big of a deal.
Oh yeah, that's a very smart way of handling Delta Ray.
Yeah, unless you're in a Tengu sometimes. If you're in Tengu, you probably don't even want to take the one hit.
Yeah, even that one hit can be really painful when in Tengu.
Yeah, but there's just so many ways of dealing with a Delta Ray compared to Q Force.
Ooh, then Life Aura, so Holy Aura is out now for BlueStar here, but at 1 HP. Oh wow, and the Charge Shackle actually connects on Tomahawk. But Josue still has this final Wind Rack, which will do the job, either that or Tengu Cross. So Josue has options here, but I'm gonna have to still keeping in mind that Delta Ray Edge, which hasn't been seen yet. If BlueStar had a way to force Josue into the middle, this could actually be good, but it's not looking that great otherwise.
Has BlueStar used their Recov 300s already?
I actually am not sure.
Yeah, we have seen people like Meta Wolfie using Delta Ray with Mag Coil in the past to drag them into the middle to confirm the hits, but
Oh
wow.
No! What a turn.
Oh wow.
That's it. So
dodging the Wind Rack. Well, no, Josue does still have their Tengu Cross if they can make it to this next turn. They're now forced to use Tengu.
Oh, yeah, so this...
Oh, wow. Oh...
Yeah, and even if that charge shot connected from BlueStar, Josue has undershirt, so...
Yeah, that was a crazy ending.
Ooh, BlueStar starting with invulnerability here.
Yeah, it is only a cust bug level, or color bug level 1. Or no, is it level 2?
I think it's level 1.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's only level 1, so only lasting 5 seconds.
The uninstall static also landing there.
Ooh, and the reflector to both
Oh!
reflectors to punish those Tomahawk charge shots. One major disadvantage Tomahawk has compared to a Slash is that its charge cross has a lot more wind up, so it's much easier to react with those reflector 3s. So yeah, getting a clean 400 damage there.
Ooh, Grandma and SP will connect here for the 390 damage. As well as cracking these panels, which might end up being a bit painful.
Are they gonna, oh wow, actually dust shooting. The the bug fix.
Yeah, kind of a weird call.
Okay, going into Tengu Cross with the grab revenge into 2 area grabs could have been a very good play, but I'm not sure about doing that and staying in Dust. Because Dust Cross, I mean, with Dust Cross, when they have low area, you can lock them down with the Scrap Reborn, so I guess maybe they're going for to just lock them down with the Dust Charge and then go for the Buster procs.
Yeah, and I mean already that seems to have happened, but only at the end of this turn, so... And at this point in time, you know, BlueStar could potentially go into Gregar Beast, and Elec Beast would have the chip charge available to paralyze Josue. But instead, Grab Revenge comes out right into Sanctuary, so this Neil variable is gonna do, yeah, reduced damage right there. We saw Reflector 3 come out for a split second, but it looks like it actually got interrupted.
Yeah, now most of this Sanctuary is actually going to be destroyed by the Meteor Knuckle here. Oh, but not using it. And it looks like they're just bringing it into this next turn. This could be very risky, though, depending on what BlueStar has. Because Josue will have no other defense this turn.
Oh! So getting a corner Meteor Knuckle there, not that many hits, but it got blocked by the anti-damage anyways.
Yeah, and so we suddenly actually see a BlueStar in the lead here.
Judgeman not connecting here. And it looks like Josue's play here would be trying to steal these, yeah, managing to get this area grab off, so stealing his holy panels and then layering up some defense. But the Delta Ray does connect, 2 hits on a holy panel.
Yeah, the holy panel there saved Josue.
Oh!
The Wraithman might miss, yeah, because BlueStar hadn't come back down from the anti-damage yet. They were still off the field.
Josue still has this other recovery 200 as well to play around, but to be honest, if BlueStar just went into Beast right now, I don't think there's that much Josue could do.
Yeah, Luck Beast, at negative area, the Luck Beast can't reach the other back column, so it would depend on if, I'm not sure how long Josue has had this area for, so I'm not sure if it would time out or not if they stepped back.
Yeah, but at the very least, you could force your opponent off of the holy panels, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, this roll 3 is going to connect and give BlueStar a bit of healing. Tengu Man connects, but does half damage on the holy panel. The Erase Man wouldn't have done anything regardless, thanks to the Life Aura. And BlueStar does get rid of those 3 holy panels.
Yeah, and that HP bug is ticking down pretty fast now after the uninstall from Josue and all the flinches. That's probably at the max level by now. So we'll likely see a BlueStar going for Erase Beast or something here to remove that life aura.
Ooh, and this could be the Beast overplay from Josue. BlueStar is so low on HP that, you know, if the Beast over catches BlueStar off of the holy panels, I think that would just be a game with this combination of chips. But if BlueStar can dodge some of this and maybe take the rest on the holy panels, then this might still be okay for BlueStar.
Yeah, putting it all on the line here with the Beast overplay.
So hoping to combo with this Wind Rack. Oh!
Oh, wow. And yeah, that's it. Everything from the Beast over connects.
Yeah, and I mean, it's rough right there because BlueStar really needed to dodge just one of those chips. But unfortunately for him, the Beast over AI does manage to time everything right and connect everything, and Josue takes the set.
Yeah, the Beast over AI is definitely not always consistent with that. Sometimes it's can be pretty dumb, but that time it used everything as planned. So yeah, definitely that worked out very well for Josue there.
Yeah, so well played to both players there.
And yeah, well played to both players. That was a very interesting matchup, and it was really fun seeing how the interactions played out. But with that, we will be taking a short 10-minute break where we'll be coming back with all of the exciting matches with Symes vs Salad. So we'll see you again soon. Alright, apologies for the delay, and now we will be back. So before going into our next match, I will be replacing Neryth as one of the commentators. So thank you again, Neryth, for commentating today and for all the usual commentary as well. Alright, and with that, let's head into our next match with Symes vs Salad. Okay, so this will be a very interesting matchup. T Navis vs BSP Navis. What do you think? How do you feel the matches?
Yeah, so I think we've already seen both of us on a stream earlier. So this should be a pretty interesting Falzar mirror. We've got this my T code folder against this sort of dual B and G code. So yeah, it's also a bugged setup against one that has a bug stop. And so this we both have a lot of combos. This T code is similar to what a player called Ryuzekia used to run. And so it's with the white-pilled Wood Dragon into the boosted Tornado to go for a huge damage. And then T also is nice because it has those the two T brothers, Tomahawk and Tengu. And they're better against Gregar, but Tomahawk man is also sword, so against Falzar he could still hit a Tengu cross pretty hard. And then with Salad, we see the B code combos. We see that double point reg and the grab banish and risky honey tagged for the B banish combo. And then we also see those 2 high boomers to set up grass for the fire hit 3. And those 3 machine gun 3s to remove traps and decross dust. So this should be both players here have a lot of high damaging combos, so it will be pretty interesting to see if they land. I also have that Neovari Meteor Knuckle Encode combo, so that can usually do like over 1,000 damage in a turn, depending on how much of it connects. So this should definitely be a interesting matchup.
Yeah, and I mean, another thing to point out is that both players actually counter each other's crosses pretty well. So you have the 2 Heat Dragons, you have Element Man, whereas Salad is running the machine guns for Dust, Proto Man and Muramasa for your Tengu as well. So I think this balance is going to be very interesting to try to see how both players try to play around.
Yeah, definitely. Both of our folders have a lot of elemental coverage for to deal with both versions crosses. And I think with that we can probably head into the match.
Ooh, and we actually finally see bug fix turn 1. We already saw in the previous Symes match how you struggled to find your bug fix, but thankfully you had it turn 1 this time. Ooh, though looks like holding back on the life aura, which is interesting. I think that might be because, Salad going into dust and then risking losing life aura straight away because of one of the cubes landing.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty interesting on these cube fields in a Falzar mirror because, it looks like Salad managed to get out the cubes first.
Ooh, nice. Salad able to smash out the anti-damage for the full cast, and then we go into the next turn. Ooh. Okay, so from this movement you can barely see that Salad's buffering movement, either forward or back. So this erase man, if Symes steps up, should be able to confirm it, but obviously if Salad steps forward, which I think is pretty unlikely, I think the more likely movement for Salad is to go back, then that might be a bit more difficult.
Yeah, it's usually preferable to, in a case like that, to trap yourself in the back, but...
I guess I saw that wrong. There wasn't any movement buffers. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, maybe it was the buffered movement from Salad moving up to that panel.
Oh, that could be it, yeah. Ooh, and that decross was actually really rough, and then Buster Procs, that was a good number landing in a row as well. Ooh, I think just missing out on the Wood Dragon to make these grass panels. So going with the Meteor Knuckles, let's see how it connects.
Yeah, unfortunately no Neovari this turn to go along with it.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3, it's okay, so about average. So that was unfortunate. Salad had just left flashing, so that was able to connect. There it is, that is the full combo.
Yeah, although actually with this nice amount of HP here, that 420 HP, I think even just a tornado, even without the grass, might be enough.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, so Salad went for Tomahawk Cross, so we might be seeing some big damaging wood chips coming out this turn.
And so actually, yeah, in that position, only there's only one Tengu head.
Oh no! Ah, that's really unfortunate. And yeah, Symes holding on to his Charger because he knows the bees are coming and he doesn't want to activate another hive. Salad still does have Meteor Knuckles, Muramasa, and all of the SP navs as well, so this is still far from over. I guess unless this combo connects. And looks like it does. Ooh, and the second bug fix turn one. Ooh, all the unluck from the first match. Looks like it was all building up into this one.
Yeah, and so it's pretty funny here. We actually just get the completely blank field. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, it's funny to think about because you'd assume that the normal field is above average, shows up above average, or at least average, but it actually is way below average.
Yeah, and so I have to deal with this blind here, so the blind from Color Bug can be pretty spooky. Ooh, but I could see where Salad's position was from where Rush was.
Okay, so going into Life Aura with the machine gun, pretty defensive turn, but oh nice, so Salad going with the Tengu Cross. So yeah, that will make using the Life Aura a bit more risky, so Sam's probably waiting until the end of turn or for a TFC.
Yeah, sometimes the verse Tengu, the best you can get is just blocking the Erase Man.
Okay, so I mean, one play that would be very risky is to maybe use it at the very end of turn and hope your opponent doesn't get that instant B-back input, and then try to wait for a D-cross next turn. But obviously that wasn't how it worked out.
Yeah, I think if it wasn't for the Erase Man, I probably would have gone for that.
Ooh, and defense from Salad blocking the Meteor Knuckles, though she is still locked in place. Another area grab coming down. Only one hit from that machine gun, nice movement.
Yeah, and so it seems like I have most of the combo here, but the problem is that that Tomahawk Cross will deny the stun on the Wood Dragon, so it looks like loading up that Heat Dragon first to go for the D-Cross.
Ooh, though no beast out, that was interesting. Tengu does give extra damage, but I feel like it's risky, especially in these areas. Ooh, and Salad gets a counter hit, nice.
Yeah, and so with the stun from the counter hit and the Judgment, ooh, and even the Fire Head. Yeah, so I wasn't able, unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to get the Tornado out there, even though Salad was still in the position for it.
Now I think this is a pretty difficult position to play out of because, I mean, you have Tengu, you probably... Oh, you're staying in, okay, so, I mean, I guess the thing to worry about is that Muramasa or Protoman SP coming out.
Yeah, I do have some defense, I think, fortunately.
Yeah, I think you started Judgman into anti-damage, so depending on how Salad orders her chip or if she even has these swords. TFC on the Judgment, though you are still flashing. Nothing out yet. Oh, okay, so we might have Salad doing that play that we talked about earlier with ending the turn on a Life Aura and then maybe trying to go for a D-Cross.
Yeah, I think Salad was probably expecting I would have crossed out of Tengu that last turn.
Yeah.
And so Salad probably thought that going for Life Aura there when I would have crossed out of Tengu would have been pretty safe, but since I stayed in Tengu, the only way to get anything out of that Life Aura is just to use it at the end of the turn.
Yeah, I think that was really interesting mind games, as you've described. Each player is trying to expect what the next play is going to be from the opponent and playing around it, but obviously it counter-fired for Salad. Ooh, okay, double point. So we know the bees are coming. I think that will actually miss. I think that's barely going to miss.
Yeah, I thought so too, but no, they actually, they all hit.
It was because of the buffered movement down. If it wasn't for that, then they would have missed. That was unfortunate. But you did retaliate with your own Heat Dragon, so that D-Cross was actually really big, 280 HP, which does bring down Salad into potentially lethal HP values with the combos you're bringing up this time.
Yeah, I have both of the T brothers here. And the thing that makes Tomahawk Man so strong is it does all that damage, but since it's a wood chip, it doesn't even cause blinking, so you can immediately follow up the Tomahawk Man SP with a Tengu Man.
So let's see. Okay, so Protoman. Oh wait, no. Okay, no undershot.
Yeah, I don't have undershirt or hub, unfortunately, with my cost, though. That Proto Man SP will just finish it off.
And that will take us into, I believe, a game 3, unless I'm misremembering.
Yeah, this is round 3.
And this was the one game you don't end up with turn 1 bug fix, so I guess we'll see how early you end up getting it.
Yeah, it's pretty, especially with Salad having the 3 machine gun 3s,
Yeah.
It can definitely be tough to keep dust.
Oh, interesting, going with the immediate match with the Heat Dragon.
Yeah, it was kind of a greedy play, but I just wanted to clear up my hand a little bit, and there were those grass panels there.
Ooh, this is looking like a really good start, I think. Yeah, I probably would do that same play. It might be a bit greedy to try to go for Meteor Knuckles, but it's too tempting. I guess it depends on what the Navi element one. If it was a race, then I probably would be more inclined. Though Element Man could bait out defense. It's a close call.
Yeah, crossing out of dust here before using bug fix is pretty scary, but in this matchup I knew it would be hard to keep dust anyways, and going for the
Ooh, actually if we go into dust, unfortunate. So there is an interesting, actually do you want to explain how buffering anti-damage works?
Yeah, so if you're so the way anti-damage works is it gets like if you use anti-damage with a machine gun or something, the anti-damage will not activate until your machine gun ends. And then when the machine gun ends, the anti-damage will instantly activate. Like, so I think it's only stuff like Gundal Soul that instantly gets interrupted by your anti-damage. And if you change crosses or beast while anti-damage is buffered, you actually keep it. But unfortunately for Salad here, we can see that the anti-damage already activated, I think. So if she crosses it, you'd actually just lose the anti-damage.
Yeah, which was unfortunate. Keeping the anti-damage would have been really big because, I mean, it provides another safety net, and Salad would probably want to cross anyway. She's probably debating going into Tengu Cross this time because the life arrow is tempting. So, ooh, very interesting. Didn't expect spouts. Actually, that will cause the machine gun to miss, so that's an interesting interaction. And yeah, because of the anti-damage that stopped the push, which allows Symes to keep that +1 area. Ooh, fire hit connects. And the HP bar combined with the poison panels are actually ticking down pretty quickly.
Yeah, and I'm definitely, I never used that invis because I was worried about that Proto Man could have been lurking that turn.
Yeah, that is a good point. You did see that Salad used some B-code chips, so you expect that B-code, so the possibility is out there.
Yeah, Proto Man definitely could have been lurking, waiting to destroy that Tengu Cross.
So it looks like you are still staying in Tengu, which is actually very risky, I'd say. I mean, we still haven't seen that Muramasa either. Could be Raceman into Muramasa follow-up from Salad, which would be devastating.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh,
but
and
I think I just really wanted to
Oh no! That was really unfortunate. That was actually beast out, yeah. And the above average Meteor Knuckles as well to seal the deal.
Yeah, the Buster procs into I think the 5-hit Knuckles. Yeah, I channeled my inner playerzero there. But yeah, that was definitely a pretty interesting match to play. Yeah, and yeah, if that Muramasa had connected at the end there, and if there had been like one less knuckle hit, and if I didn't get those Buster procs, yeah, that definitely could have been a very different result. So that was definitely a fun match.
The negative luck from Salad apparently overflowed and gave you all the luck instead.
Yeah, I guess maybe Salad must have. She never went for it, but maybe she thought about like going for an Aqua Spiral, and that just Okay, and it looks like we got a donation from Zay. I have income again, and my roommate's car exploded. Let's go! Yeah, and that's another $10 donation from Zay, the guy who donates every stream. So thank you for that. And wow, hope your roommate's car gets fixed.
Yeah, I think Zay did confirm that his roommate wasn't injured or anything like that. So it wasn't an actual explosion, which is good. But I guess time to get Mega Man on the case. Maybe there's another Fire Navy flying loose.
Yeah, it sounds like Zay's friend's car definitely was infested with some viruses there, so that's not good.
Thank you again for the donation, and with that, let's head into the setups for our next match with SoulXCross vs playerzero. Okay, so I mean, we've seen Soul play and we've seen my build before. So No Shoes Gregor vs the Gadun Cheese Gondel Soul build. So what do you think about this matchup?
Yeah, I think most, like with the way I play No Shoes Gregor, I always have those like holy panels and sanctuary and stuff as like ways of dealing with Gadon. But as we can see here, Soul's going for this darkness folder. which while very cool, it unfortunately doesn't really have like any holy panels or any panel return to deal with those get-ons, so it could be pretty rough for Soul to deal with that matchup, but I mean, I guess we'll see if he can get that darkness to land with the Lil Boiler.
Yeah, and I mean, Soul does still have a good bit of burst damage to go through, so there is that Super Vulcan. I mean, even if Soul just wants to use base as a PA, could potentially, I mean, as a Giga Chip, it could potentially be quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't have. It doesn't look like he has an attack plus 30 to go with the Super Vulcan or the base, but yeah, for sure. You don't have any recovery here, so Soul can get through that much HP. It will just depend on if he can do it without dying to the get on Gundel Soul and air raid combos.
So quickly going through my build, so it's Encode with the uninstall Splash. There is Meteor Knuckles Nearby combo that we've actually seen quite often, which makes me pretty happy. I've seen people using it more. It is a really strong combo.
Yeah, I remember I remember seeing Aqua using it before, and yeah, and obviously you, so yeah, it is a very strong synergy, just being able to deal with Tengu in a Falzar matchup, and even in a Gregor matchup, it's still just a lot of damage. Especially with the Cross Slasher double life sword.
Alright, and with that I think we're ready. Let's head into the match and see how it goes. Alright, so we do see that break Tenguman from Soul, so he probably want to hold on to that a bit more, maybe wait for the life aura.
Yeah, he does have a wind rack in his hand already.
Ooh, that is true, so that probably means he can use one of them, which, I mean, Tenguman is the one I'd use, because it's more likely to miss, I'd say.
Yeah, and it looks like Soul's thinking about which cross he wants to use here.
Yeah, looks like he's going into charge, which is pretty safe cross. The only decrossing potential I have is Spout Cross and Element Man. So if he moves carefully, he can avoid both of them.
Yeah, and the Tengu, man, actually you stepped up right away to avoid it.
So Soul does lack air shoes, which means these broken panels can potentially make it a lot more difficult for him to move around, basically.
Okay, we'll likely see Soul going for that wind rack right away. Oh no, he's actually going for the Element Man on the grass panels to break the life aura.
Interesting. And he's keeping the Grab Revenge. Ooh, Beast Out's coming, so that full cost is going to be a pretty nice value. Oh, nice. Okay, so Element Man trade does clear that life aura.
Oh no!
Ah, that missed. Unfortunate.
Yeah, but at least then Soul's Erasement also missed thanks to that step back.
Ooh, Soul somehow manages to avoid all of the dust shoot objects.
Yeah, it looks like he actually avoided a couple of them with the charge tackle.
But this hand, so Soul described it a bit early, on his earlier match, saying that he decided to go with the V code instead of just running everything in F code, because he wanted the Super Vulcan and the Wood Dragon, most importantly, to set up for the 2x, but we see that making it very difficult for him.
Yeah, as I think, like, even just going for a it's pretty rare to see compared to Ice Seed or Poison Seed, but even going for a Grass Seed there, it'll work. Oh, wow. And, oh, wow, he manages to avoid the air raid. Oh, no, but he steps back into it and still takes some damage. That was not nearly as bad for Soul as it could have been.
Yeah, if that full combo had connected, then Soul would have lost a lot of HP, but with movement and these interesting interactions, he managed to avoid basically everything, so that ended up being very nice for him.
Yeah, the first Gondel Soul getting interrupted by the anti-damage decrossing the Tengu. Oh, and here we see him going into Slash.
Ooh, Aqua Spiral going out.
Oh, are we gonna see the curse come into play here? Those two Aqua Spirals with the Get-On doing a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, so I mean... Go ahead.
Yeah, the HP here is pretty close, with Soul actually having still a slight lead. And we now see he has that Darkness PA, but he doesn't have the hot coffee pot to go with it.
Yeah, so he's basically going to go with it because he's more or less forced to with his hand. This is taking up most of his hand, and he needs to go through it to get his defense, to get his other chips. But I guess let's see if it connects. Could be really big if it does. That would be a lot of damage. Ooh, especially with the D-Cross on Tomahawk.
Oh, but you had the TFC. And crossing out of Slash there with no defense was also definitely smart in case you have a Meteor Knuckle. So he'll only take the
Race Tail does connect. But then double airy grab play, and Soul doesn't have anything to counter it with. Oh, nice.
Oh, then... and he stays in the bottom. And takes the full maximum amount of damage from the Meteor Knuckles.
Yeah, Soul having basically no defense in that hand was forced to take the PA that turn and really end up hurting him there. Taking the full 800 damage in a confirmed position was really difficult.
Yeah, when you're going for only having Cust 6, when you're going for a PA like that, it's definitely pretty rough. With PAs like that, you definitely usually want higher Custer to at least be in Balzar and have possible access to the Dust Jude.
Ooh, looks like Soul went into SoulXCross this time, which ended up being very good for him. He does win the cross exchange though.
Yeah, but just using the barrier there wasn't good. Soul definitely would have wanted to get a D-Cross on you first. Ooh, and here's the Get-On. Could we see some Gondel Souls, or not anymore?
So neither of us can really connect in this position, so it's mostly going to be Buster shots flying around.
Yeah, Soul also could have gone for the Element Man, the freeze there to fix those broken panels, but it looks like he just wanted to get the damage.
Yeah, the freeze could have actually been potentially very bad, because I'm pretty sure I would have been out of Tengu from his D-Cross by then. Ooh, Beast Out's coming out, so... Nice race man. Soul having defense, so no beast charge. But Gondel Soul is coming out. Okay, and this
the glitch. So yeah, so if Gondel Soul gets interrupted by anti-damage like that, you can you just stay in the other person's area. So that's a pretty funny glitch to see.
Yeah, and so from my point of view, I'm basically stuck. I can't move anywhere, and I just have to stay there and do my best, basically. So,
And so Soul needs to move, or he's gonna keep taking this.
I was hoping this judgment would give me back the area and maybe allow me to move, but no, still stuck.
But yeah, so you actually, if you're next to your own area, you can just move back to your own area.
Yeah, so you say that, but during the match, I didn't actually realize that. I thought I was completely stuck. I couldn't move anywhere. I could have just stepped back all of this time. But yeah, I eventually then realized and just moved back.
Yeah, but now Soul has this erase beast set up to fire off these tail arrows with a life aura, so...
Ooh, and I did get cursed by the aqua spiral, so I guess we'll see how that goes into the stand.
Yeah, so we'll see if Soul is able to land the PA here.
Ooh, barely missing out on that judge man. Though this invis should, I mean, yeah, it would have ended for the end of turn. And
Oh wow. Oh wow, the double layer defense to save the day again.
yeah, that would have actually been a really big swing for Sol if he managed to connect that darkness. Would have been a lot of damage, but unfortunately, it would end up missing into an anti-damage. That's why defense is important.
Yeah, it's kind of I feel like because the curse from V-Doll pierces Envez. So it's kind of sad that Darkness doesn't get to like keep that aspect of V-Doll.
Yeah, I mean, at least the PA does actually more damage than the individual parts. Whereas other PAs don't get that privilege apparently.
It actually it doesn't though.
What? Does it?
It's like it's 600 damage. It's actually less than a base anomaly.
Oh wow, okay, so in Falzar version would be less. That's funny.
Yeah, it's you're adding the 2 more tips to actually do less damage. I mean it can do more, like with the fire on grass and the hot coffee pot, but yeah, it's sadly not the best PA. Oh wow, okay, and Soul just keeping this wind rack here.
Yeah, and you're wondering, oh, where is player zero's wind rack? And that is a good question, but apparently I used up all of my aura removing earlier in the game. So now I'm basically stuck trying to zone out Soul with my charge shot, hoping he doesn't actually hit me.
That's actually pretty funny that works. You can just try to avoid him until his life aura times out. But yeah, running out of Pengu Cross and Windrak is definitely can be an issue even for Balzar.
Yeah, I tend to use Tengu Cross offensively a lot more, so I don't end up getting it as a backup.
Okay, but the aura does finally time out, but thankfully for Soul, he had that anti-damage to block the Meteor Knuckles, otherwise that could have been really bad for him.
Yeah, Sol actually played that very well. I was so sure that he didn't have any defense, but he still had plenty, it seems. So he played it very patient.
And the number ball 69. That was nice.
Ooh, and looks like the little boiler is out on the field, but unfortunately there is no way it will connect, at least with the position it's in now.
Yeah, but Soul does have a pretty big HP advantage here, so ooh, finally the uninstall machine gun connects.
Ooh, and unfortunately Soul does lose his anti-damage. And he's down to his last 2 chips.
White Pill Wood Dragon could Oh, the Buster Jam! No way! So Soul does not have a... Oh!
Yeah. It was actually really close there. I think we were 2 or 3 turns off of damage judge, so in theory I could have gone all the way.
I think we did see that happen once, and like I think it was Salad versus Thiago, where with the unfixed Buster bug, Thiago just did not get any of the charge procs to finish them off at 1 HP. So that would have been a very hype to see there. And oh wow, blocking the area grab. That was good movement. But fortunately for Soul, he has a second one. And a third one even.
But then Geddon is here to say hi. And basically denies all of Soul's turn. That would have been a very painful turn if they actually stick for Soul.
Yeah, but unfortunately, the Geddon also denied the Judge Man.
Yeah. I think that was a mistake on my end. I should have ordered them differently because obviously Geddon would have denied Judge Man. Even if it doesn't deny the spawning, it would deny the area from coming back.
Yeah, Geddon, so the way Judge Man works is he'll only reclaim your area if he's able to spawn the books, and he can't spawn the books on broken panels. So Geddon's actually used a lot of the time as a counterplay. Oh no! Just a casual of that 1000 damage Knuckles.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate for Soul. He lost both the life aura to Tengu and then had to take all of the damage from Meteor Knuckles anyway.
Yeah, that was a very bad turn for Soul, and yeah, we'll have to see if he's able to come back from this. It's definitely very scary being in a SoulXCross without defense.
Ooh, and the second Geddon is out.
Oh, this could be it. Are we about to see the Gundel Souls and the attack plus 30 air raid? Okay, he does manage to get the full cast.
Ooh, this Soul does have quite a bit of defense actually, so he can go into Element Man Grass to change his panel so he can move freely, and then he does have anti-damage and the invis.
Yeah, we'll see if he's able to get the Element Man Ice to freeze those 2 panels. Oh, and also freeze you.
Yeah.
But I guess you're still flashing. He stepped forward too early. Oh, he needed to wait on that. He needed to wait on the other panel to bait the Gundel Soul onto that. Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a difficult position for Soul because, I mean, the obvious assumption is that no one would ever use Air Raid without White Capsule, so he wanted to match his defense so he doesn't get paralyzed. But I don't remember. I think I used up my White Capsule in an earlier turn, so that was that.
Yeah, and when you have him trapped with a Geddon, you also don't really even need the White Pill at that point.
Yeah. But yeah, well played, Soul, and we did see that very interesting interaction with the panels happening there, so that was a lot of fun to play through.
Yeah, that was very funny to see in the second round, and then that SoulXCross just getting nuked by the duo.
Alright, and with that, let's head into our next match with Josue vs Thiago. Okay, so I actually think this is the first time we see Thiago this stream, so I guess go for it.
Yeah, so we see this is kind of an interesting setup from Thiago. It's the folder's kind of similar to what he used to play in Gregor, with the L code and also the Gundel Force. But he played that one with a very like high cost air shoes, but no super armor. And this time we see him using it with the Chonk cost. So instead of he only has cost 6 and no air shoes, but he has way more HP and super armor. So it'll be interesting to see how his folder ends up working out with this different cost, because this L code Gundel Force folder worked very well in the past with the I think he even had the full cost 8, so but we'll see how it works out with only cost 6.
Yeah, and I mean
he also has he doesn't have any oh, he does have Sanctuary.
Yeah.
So he will have a Sanctuary as a way to deal with broken panels and stuff. He also only has 2 anti-damage and 2 invisible. He doesn't have the full 3 of each, so he is a bit lower on the defensive side. So we'll have to see how well Thiago can manage his defenses here to protect his crosses against Josue's folder, which is a very anti-Gregor folder. It is it has lots of options for dealing with all the Gregor crosses.
Yeah, I mean G-Code is basically notoriously known for that, having bubble stars. Even direct static from Josue probably makes Thiago very scared of going into Race Cross. But I mean, looking at it on both sides, Thiago does have a lot of decrossing chips for Falsar. There's that Blast Man SP, Proto Man SP, these Magnums, Elect Dragon, and so I think it's going to be very interesting, especially given that they both have the same Navicast, which I think is funny.
Yeah, the only difference is that Josue also has that extra speed max, but yeah, it's kind of funny that Josue is basically using the Gregor chunk cost and is still a good cost even in a Falsar.
But yeah, I believe that's everything, so let's head into the match and see how it plays out. We see that Permahor field, which is actually pretty bad for both players.
Yeah, I think especially for Thiago, this field is pretty bad because it basically, with no shoes Gregor, it makes it very hard to get anything from Charge Cross in particular, because Charge Tackle will get completely blocked by those holes. So you would only be able to use Charge Tackle down the middle row.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously it does impact on Protoman SP, Q-Force, and all of these area grabs that they're both running actually.
Yeah, and so Thiago, okay, and it looks like even with the static reg, he's still going for the turn 1 erase here. We'll see if the static connects.
Yeah, that is a pretty brave move, I guess. Thiago probably has some defense for... never mind. There it goes. Ooh, unfortunate. Okay, so the Grandman SP unfortunately will not get the 3 hits, but with the Permahor field, it would be very difficult to get the 3 hit confirm anyway.
Yeah, though I'll say this was a big opening turn for Josue. And Thiago will use the Blast Man SP here, but that actually means that Josue's Tomahawk Cross is now very safe, especially on this Permahole field, because it will be completely safe from Charge Cross just hanging out on the top or bottom row. But it looks like they're going for a Beast out here.
And actually, these have been pretty nice broken panels, so Thiago probably will have a difficult time moving around. But yeah, chip charging defense, okay. Oh, nice, being patient, waiting for Thiago to break all of the panels before breaking them again for him. And yeah, there it is. Okay, so throwing back life arrow to the back of the folder, which will put Josue into a no defense turn, which might be a bit risky, but they are going for drill drive, which would be a lot of damage if it connects. Oh, okay. The second part does hit. And Thiago decided to go with all the defense instead with life arrow into an invis. The invis unfortunately will end up being wasted.
Yeah, and Thiago just landing a couple of these elect charge shots here. So getting quite a bit of damage, and he has about a 500 HP lead now.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so Josue still has the option to go into Tengu or use the Neryth, but it looks like they are going with Tengu, since they do have a bit of defense with the anti-damage. And these broken panels as well, obviously. Oh nice, they ended the turn camping one as well, which is perfect. Ooh, chip charging even, okay. That feels a bit too bold.
Thiago, oh yeah, getting a lot of damage from it though.
Okay, so we know there's a recovery turn, so no Proto Man. I decided to use that for recovery instead of going greedy and chip charging it as well.
And they do have the encode combo here. It looks like Josue is thinking about if they want to go for it this turn, and it looks like they are. No defense though. So if Thiago has a Q-Force or something, but...
The Elect Dragon did connect, doing quite a bit of damage. Unfortunately, Judgment will miss. Let's see if they get the input.
Oh wow, the counter hit Elect Dragon.
And yeah, so now Thiago knows, so he moved back out of the corner, and this position is really bad.
Yeah, I think he definitely... Yeah, going into Spout here to get the chip heal off those bubble stars, but no way to deal with Thiago's SoulXCross here, so...
Yeah, it's very scary going against SoulXCross when you are Spout.
We'll see if Thiago... Ooh, Thiago using his machine gun.
Yeah. Oh no,
oh
okay.
Wow.
Going into game 2. This is actually pretty both scary and interesting hand for Josue. Decided to go with just a static play, okay. I'm going with it straight away, nice. They end up working out.
Yeah, so Thiago now already has the max level HP bug here. So this could actually, if Thiago doesn't have his bug fix, this will really add up. Especially under slow gauge. That HP is draining very rapidly.
Ooh, and nice smashing from Josue, being able to avoid that shot throw as well from the Judgment. Thiago is running only one Magnum, which I thought he had more, but I guess there is that machine gun star as well, so going into dust can be a bit scary, but obviously...
Oh yeah, I thought he had two Magnums as well. Oh boy, if he gets hit by this cube... Oh, but with these ice panels, Josue does not have...
Nice, so Josue is playing it very safe, playing it slow.
Yeah, Thiago now actually cannot access the middle row either. This ice field causing some issues for both players.
Oh, and there's
the
yeah. I think it's an interesting decision. Personally, I probably would have kept Tengu Man, because you can just use that, to deal with both the defenses, and you can smash it in that position and it's confirmed.
Yeah, I think keeping the Tengu Man there probably would have been a good call.
Oh, nice, getting the input. And okay, so waiting for the Sanctuary to come out to get the double value as well.
Oh, and this will connect. How many hits?
3 hits, okay, so about average, I think.
Yeah, so 500 damage, and it actually, it did leave that one panel.
Yeah.
That was still a great value for Josue there on that Meteor Knuckle.
And I believe now Thiago used up all of his area recovering chips, I guess. So he's going to be stuck with these broken panels until they repair on their own. Ooh, and going into Elect, so might be seeing Elect Dragons coming out. Nice! And yeah, there's really big value coming out from these drill drives.
Yeah, definitely for anyone who ever says ground cross is bad or whatever. I mean, I think we're seeing the evidence right here that no, it's actually pretty good. And yeah, so that will actually finish off that round.
Okay, so Salad in Twitch chat is pointing out that the first drill drive applied flashing, but the second one didn't? Question marks? And yeah, no idea. I didn't quite follow that to notice, but I don't doubt it. I know we've had very weird interactions before.
Thiago again going for the erase, but he's ooh, wow.
Okay, all of that defense and the unfortunate TFC from Josue, so losing both the defense and erase.
And the cubes just fly off the field now. It's always funny to see that, but oh yeah, and yeah, so Josue is gonna have to throw that static away, just the Thiago's anti-damage.
Yeah,
so I'm wondering if we're gonna see a beast out from Thiago here.
Yeah, during the last turn, Invis made it very difficult to try to buster out the anti-damage. And now with that life aura in play, Josue is taking a lot of hits. Ooh, that was a nice stage though. Stay in baseman, interesting. So probably avoiding going into Tengu or Tomahawk because of the big decrossing checks.
Yeah, although it looks like they're going into Tengu here to blow off the life aura with the Tengu fan and then actually go for a decross on Thiago's erase with the Windrak. And actually going into
Okay, so looks like HonorNite is replying to Salad. So he's saying he reviewed the clip, and the second drill drive didn't apply flashing because Josue was in their own flashing, or they were in invis, so there was no collision. So, and Salad the replies, if you use invis, you can get maximum damage by using the drill drive without applying flashing to the opponent, which is actually new knowledge. I think this is the first time I know.
yeah, I guess that also explains why it works differently in because drill drive also works differently in the single player. I think it never causes flashing.
Okay.
And I think that's because the player only has a collision in PvP.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that makes sense. That also explains why that works differently. And yeah, we see Thiago has gone into Erase Beast here and is firing off those tail arrows, doing a lot of damage to Josue. They do have the N-code combo.
And I do have to point out Thiago with that smooth movement as well last turn, avoiding that bubble star. That was very
Yeah,
nice.
I think that this match was probably played at 60% or so.
Right, that is good. They are trying to think through the turn. I think personally I would go into Tengu, because going Tengu with locking the opponent so locking the opponent with broken panels in Tengu can be really big for landing all of these charge shots. But it is a difficult decision because we still haven't seen Last Man or that Proto Man, so it can be very scary.
Yeah, that would also be a huge, because I would also if Josue was able to get that lock with the Meteor Knuckles and Tengu Cross, that would also deal with this Erase Beast here.
I think Josue might be thinking about going for Aqua Spirals, which might be inflicting the curse already.
Yeah, I think Thiago has already used one Electragon, but I think he has two, so Spout Cross is not completely safe here either.
And another benefit for Meteor Knuckles is that it can potentially block Q-Force, so let's see how it plays out. There is the Aqua Spiral, and it will actually stay, so that will do.
Oh wow, and yeah, Thiago had never moved, so he just took all that damage.
Ooh, nice, getting the cross slash as well. Very nice.
Oh, not getting the Meteor Knuckle out at the end of the turn there is extremely unfortunate.
Yeah, that was the issue. Even though they did connect the cross slash, it does apply flashing. I think I would have gone for Supersonic Beam and hoped for a double hit, but because that will at least allow me to get out the Knuckles. I will say that was a very, very quick input from Josue, getting that there.
Yeah, and going for ground here against with Thiago still in Erase Beast is very dangerous. But okay, going for the Windrak here to try and deal with that Erase.
Yeah, I think the main issue is that Thiago might be still holding onto a charge from the previous turn, so he might be able to buffer that into this turn and release one very quickly. So this Erase Man, okay, never mind. Ooh, very nice, reading the movement, connecting the Erase Man, then bubble onto Windrak, which would be massive damage. Then the Ground Man speed does connect as well, nice.
Oh wow, so it's actually going to leave Thiago with only 11 HP. The question is, does he have Q-Force here?
Oh, okay, so Thiago moved away
Well,
from
what
that
is-
broken panel. Yeah. That's game, nice.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Thiago was going for at the end there.
Yeah, maybe he missed the input. I mean, the reason why I don't think he had Q-Force is because if he did, he would probably stay on that broken panel to allow it to summon on that cracked panel, I mean. So it doesn't break, so it can summon Q-Force. But he moved away, and then I think that was probably a missed element, man. He probably meant to go for ice.
Yeah, I think he actually Ice wouldn't have hit there because I think he moved too far forward,
yeah.
so he was actually directly below Josue. He was probably expecting Josue to step back or something. But yeah, that was definitely a very close match.
And yeah, very much well played from Josue as well. Thiago is no easy opponent at all. All right, and with that, let's head into the final match for today with Salad vs Neryth.
Yeah, and I think this is our first time seeing Neryth's build today.
Oh, yeah,
so this is a very interesting build.
Yeah, I mean, Neryth's build never failed to make me laugh. They're really fun to try to look through, because you never know what he's going to run. This time it looks like it was 3 anti-swords, anti-recovery, and an anti-navi for all of his defense.
Yeah, he has, with all this area and the 3 anti-swords, I think it's pretty obvious what he's going for here, which is lots of Tengu Cross. Either just the lockdown with regular Tengu Cross charge shots, and then probably also Tengu Beast charges.
Yeah, I mean, even Tomahawk could be very nice with panel grabs. If you use 2 in the middle, then that can confirm the range, or even Aqua Spiral. But I think Neryth would know better than to try to go for an Aqua Spiral.
Yeah, it's yeah, I guess we'll yeah, there's not really much else to say about it. He has that Spoutman reg, which is very good in Gregor matchups for dealing with like a early charge cross. And then it's also the Spoutman reg is also very good for dealing with a first barrier. But Salad doesn't have first barrier, so I mean, the Spoutman reg is still good, though, if they get, like, a starting field with ice panels, being able to just freeze your opponent right off the bat could also be very powerful.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, we'll see the full potential from Salad's build, because she has all of the offense, and Neryth has basically no defense. So, that being said, that Muramasa and Protoman might get punished pretty hard with 3 anti-swords.
Yeah, and also the anti-Navi against against those 3 SP Navis. Salad has the anti-Navi could do a lot for Neryth as well.
Alright, and with all of that out of the way, time to head into our final match for today with Salad vs Neryth. And we already see Salad having that B-Banish combo, which I guess the only thing Neryth would have to do is move around it, which obviously is easier said than done.
Yeah, it's hard to get the timing, but if you time the grab banish properly, then even with good movement, it will still connect.
Ooh, very interesting. Okay, I think that was just an I mean the ground man turn alone, which wasn't something I expected. Let's punish on the area grab, go freely, no anti-navi TFC now. Very nice play from Neryth, being able to catch Salad with that movement as well.
Yeah, but Salad does manage to mash out of that Erase Man in time to avoid the Dust Cross charge shot.
Ooh, Almost Man SP, nice, and lands the freeze, which will confirm a charge shot for 2x as well. There it goes, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was Neryth used 4 Navis that turn. Yeah, Spout Man, Erase Man, Judge Man, and Element Man SP, so
Yeah.
the problem with using that Element Man SP is now Salad knows that her Tomahawk Cross is almost completely safe.
There is still that normal Elements Man I don't think we've seen, but yeah, and Salad is going to go into that Tomahawk Cross with B-Banish, though one thing to keep in mind, there is one broken panel which does deny that B-Banish, and Neryth is running double Geddons as well, which could completely deny the double point.
Oh no, I'm not sure if Salad wanted to get that area grab TFC, because, okay. Oh right, yeah, Neryth actually has no anti-damage, so... Oh boy.
Wait.
Only 3 hits, wow.
That looked very scary. All of the hits at the beginning were missing. I thought that was actually going to be 1 hit.
A 1-hit corner knuckle would be some extremely bad mojo.
I think someone had that happen to them in a casual match, but I don't think we've seen that on stream. That would be very unfortunate.
I've seen a corner knuckle only get 2 hits before, but only 1 hit would be next level.
Salad is down to 10 HP though, so she really needs to do a lot of damage. Nice, and that Prosman is a very good way to start that.
Oh, okay, if that was the anti-Navi, that would have been huge for Neryth there.
Oh yeah, Neryth is rolling beat. Yeah, Salad says in chat that she forgot that Neryth had beats, that could have been game and...
Oh wow, but dodging all these buster shots. Oh, whoa. Finally got it. Oh wow, that was looking like Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, that was looking really close. Salad almost survived, but that turn was a bit too long. I think Neryth had already used his slow gauge. If it was normal gauge, then Salad would have survived into the next turn. We do see that be banished turn 1 potentially. Okay.
I think going for it turn 1 just seems too risky.
Nice, okay, so being able to clear most of that sanctuary was pretty unfortunate for Neryth. He's going to have to stay on these 2 panels.
Neryth does also have that anti-recovery, but Salad doesn't have any recovs in this folder, so all Neryth would be able to do with that would be just to use it on either for mind games to trick Salad into thinking it's the anti-Navi maybe, or just beast charge it.
So it looks like Salad is still going to hold on to the B-Banish combo for a different turn. There is that defense to deal with, and this could be really big if Salad's able to get Protoman into FC, but Geddon is coming out. That will clear these Sanctuary panels. Let's see.
Oh wow, but Salad actually had a buffered movement to the back. Oh, but Neryth has the...
And the counter it, nice! With the push as well, punish. Yeah.
Oh, but that time the Tengu rack, instead of being counter hit, it actually interrupted the machine gun. Oh, and Beat is gonna come down.
Yeah. Oh no, torches are connecting. This is looking very scary for Salad. She might end up having to go with the B-Banish combo just to use that grab banish and regain some area. If she is able to get counter hits with it, then that could be really big though. But I guess we'll see how it plays out. There is still the elements minus speed.
I think as soon as Neryth sees that double point come out, he'll probably might stop going for the Tengu charge shots, knowing that the bees is probably coming out.
And I believe we've already seen Life Aura coming out from Neryth, or was that from the last day? Oh no, so that will deny the double point. Okay. place pushing back Neryth, and now Salad will be able to use the air grab to keep these chip charges away. Never mind. Ooh, nice. Now Salad's connecting her own charge shots.
Oh, and there's that Muramasa, but we know that Neryth probably has a anti-sword up.
I don't think we know, it's very likely, but it could technically be one of the other two. But it's very likely to be an anti-sword, since he is still in Tengu Cross.
Yeah, and that would actually leave Salad at 1 HP right now, because the first one would do the ×2 damage to Salad's own Tengu Cross, so you definitely don't want to proc anti-sword while you're in Tengu.
Nice, so attacking the paralysis with that life aura. I guess let's see if Salad does her own chip charges. And unfortunately Neryth wasn't able to do the inputs. Nice! And the invis defense, very nice. One hit connects, and no, it's unfortunate. Let's see if Neryth connects his. One hit as well. Okay, and slow gauge being used at the end of that.
Yeah, that is the one problem with a Tengu Beast charge. It usually does need some setup, because otherwise the opponent can just step out of it after, unless they misplay pretty hard.
I think I know what Salad has in mind. Actually, maybe I don't. I was thinking using anti-damage, then allowing Neryth to activate the anti-damage, then using the other anti-damage to block it, or something like that. Ooh, life aura is coming out from Neryth this time. See that be back input. And there it goes, I guess it happened anyway. Let's see if Salad's able to survive.
How long will oh wow.
Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh wow.
The 5 hits!
Wow, 5 hits with that. Oh man. That is the protagonist luck.
Well, we've seen Salad play VSB and you earlier in the stream, and it all came back to this match, it looks like. Getting these 5 hits in that area, that is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Salad was only at 1 HP, so if that meteor knuckle didn't end it, Neryth probably would have been able to just finish Salad off after.
And yeah, Salad in chat is saying that this wasn't protagonist luck, it was the minor character getting a redemption episode.
Oh wow, getting a lot of damage from that machine gun.
Ooh, nice, and Salad using that rush to try to get an intentional anger for that double damage machine gun, which could potentially be very painful. Ooh, those sanctuaries coming down. Oh nice, no elements man, though that wood dragon could do a pretty good job at clearing these oliphants. And going into Tengu to maybe try to pressure. I guess we'll see if Salad ends up playing it greedy and starting with a Tengu charge shot, then taking the sanctuary panels. Yeah, so... Oh, interesting. Neryth decided to stay in base melee.
Yeah, I was thinking we might be seeing Neryth use his own Tengu Cross here.
Fortunately, life aura, there should be more than enough time for this to go away, yeah. And then... I guess that trap could be an anti-navi, so it's not confirmed that it's gonna go away. Okay, never mind.
And will Neryth go for the freeze here? No, going for the ×2 damage from the fire on grass.
Ooh, interesting. I wonder why. I guess the extra damage is nice, but the freeze would have probably made SoulXCross into something else, which could be nice. I guess Neryth might be doing the double bait and trying to keep Salad in Tengu to get a D-cross with an anti-sword or something like that. There's the area grab prepared, so Salad can just smash that out to regain all of the area. And the blast man on grass as well, doing potentially 500.
This is very scary for Neryth here. Ooh, this will be a center meteor knuckle.
One, and yeah, 2 hits. I think that's the average for the middle head, for the middle area. And yeah, pretty much confirmed. Ooh, B is coming down though, denying the, I believe, Proto Man SP. So going into Beast out, starting with the Meteor Knuckles, which could very easily be game. Or even just Beast charging all of these chips away as well. But let's see what Neryth has to say about this. I guess the ideal thing for Neryth there is for that to be an anti-sword and for it to activate on Salad's anti-damage, which seems a bit unlikely, so I guess we'll see how it plays out. Where he grabbed TFC and yeah, nothing to defend against that one. That will bring us into game. Yeah,
And yeah, so that will be it for that was a pretty funny final match. That the end of that second round was just brutal for Neryth.
yeah, I mean, Neryth doesn't have any defense with his usual type of build, and Salad has basically a lot of offense, which, I mean, if you can get 5-hit Meteor Knuckles, then, I mean, would you need more than that?
Yeah, that was a 5-hit Meteor Knuckle on almost the dead center, though. I think there was just those 2 panels that Salad had of Neryth's area, so that was pretty. Yeah, that was the all the luck from us suddenly just transferred back to Salad.
Yeah, and Salad getting the revenge final comeback, which was on the final match for today's stream. So unfortunately, that will conclude today's stream. But before ending today's stream, I do want to mention that signups for the next Blood Moon are still open. So if you are interested in joining, make sure to head to the N1GP Discord, use exclamation New Moon, and the sign up information will be on there. And just to briefly explain what is Blood Moon, so the sign up information is on screen for anyone interested in joining. So New Moon is our usual tournament series where basically what you just saw, we go through the matches and it's more relaxed environment, people testing out different folders. Whereas Blood Moon only happens once every 3, which I mean makes it the 4th New Moon cycle, and it's the more competitive version of New Moon. And basically what it involves is about 4 weeks of action. Basically we have the first 2 weeks with the round robin stage, where everyone plays each other, and the results from the round robin stage decide the seeding for the top cut stage, and by the end we end up with a moon master, which is a special role given to the person that wins the blood moon until the next blood moon. So if you are joining, I'm looking forward to see how everyone's going to play and the builds they're bringing. And if not, then we still have plenty of action coming up next week. So if you haven't already, then make sure to join the Discord or follow the N1GP channel. Alright, and before ending the stream, I do want to give a quick shout out to the people donating this stream as well. So thank you to BlueStar for donating $3, saying first time catching a full stream this year. It's good to be back. Yeah, it's good to have you and good to have everyone else as well. And then Zay giving us another $10 donation, saying I have income again and my roommate's car exploded. Let's go. And we did confirm that the roommate is fine, so hopefully things get sorted out. And with that will conclude today's stream. So thank you everyone for watching. A huge shout out to Salt for organizing the tournament, and HonorNite for helping with the scorekeeping, as well as Neryth, and for picking out the votes for this tournament. And obviously, I won't forget our commentators today, Neryth, Symes. Thank you guys for casting. That was a lot of fun. Thank you to all of the players for submitting the builds, and finally for everyone for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the stream, and we'll see you again next week. Goodbye!